Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 5 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 5-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 2 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 2-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1-minute time check, stations.
On the Bobcat Sports Network from Learfield, this is Montana State Bobcat basketball.
Inside, left hand slam. What was that?
Brought to you by Door Tech, raising the door on quality. Montana State University, mountains and mines. And by Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Live from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth, here's the voice of the Bobcats, Keaton Gillogly.
Bobcats are battle-tested, bruised, beat up, broken for some guys, and yet we start the second half of the Big Sky season with Montana State tied for second place in conference action at 7-3, and today they look for some revenge with one of those three losses at the hands of tonight's opponent, the Idaho Vandals. Hello, everybody. My name is Keaton Gillogly. Sitting to my right is Brian Priebe as we get set for our tip-off tonight between the Montana State University Bobcats coming in at 13-10. They are 7-3 in Big Sky play, taking on the University of Idaho Vandals in at 13-9. They are 5-4 in Big Sky play. All right, Brian, how we doing? How we feeling as the Bobcats get back home this week?
It feels great to have them back. It's like mid-June outside right now. It's insane, but it's still basketball season.
Yes, it certainly is still basketball season. Sun's starting to set a little bit later. The sun rising a little bit earlier, and you can start to feel the change just a little bit as we get into money time, really. I mean, here we go for Montana State as we get set for this stretch run. Technically, we started the second half on that road trip out to Portland State and Sac State, but really we're kind of right at that midway point right now. And for all the work the Cats have done, tied for second place with Montana. Grizzlies are on tap next week, but you got Idaho today. You got Eastern Washington on Saturday. And even with the injuries, the Bobcats are really in a great place right now.
Yeah, they're in a great place, and they've got a homestand here with two very winnable games. Idaho's been playing pretty well overall. Eastern's kind of been on an upswing themselves, but you take care of business at these two home games, and you set up a pretty monumental game next week in Missoula.
Yeah, I remember Montana actually split their games last weekend with a loss at Sac State after handing Portland State their first loss of the year. Portland State sitting at 9-1. They got a win on Monday. Montana State and Montana are sitting at 7-3. And then it's this Vandal squad at 5-4. Those are the only four teams in the league above 500. Weber State is at 5-5. Sacramento State is 5-5. That Eastern team is 3-6. Northern Colorado starting to heat up there at 3-7. Idaho State is 3-7. And Northern Arizona is 2-8. All right, Brian, well, let's get into this matchup today. Montana State losing at Idaho earlier this year as we get into our Mountain Hot Tub opposing team profile to see why the Vandals are going to be in hot water today, brought to you by Mountain Hot Tub. Mountain Hot Tub is Montana's largest hot tub dealer since 1979. Your authorized hot spring spa dealer with locations in Bozeman, Butte, and Helena. What should we know?
Well, the Vandals offensively are a one-trick pony. They are all about the three-point shot. Half of their field goal attempts on the entire season are from behind the arc. And what's weird about them is they're number 3 in the league in scoring, but they're 9th or 10th in every offensive category. Field goal percentage, three-point percentage, assists, free throw percentage even for that. So how do they do that? They make them in bunches, and when they make them in bunches, they're really, really hard to beat. First game down in Moscow, they shot 31% in the first half, and they're down 18. Shot 62% second half, and they won that half by 21 points, won the ball game by 3. So this is a team that they live and die by the 3. They shoot tons of them, and that is who they are. Defensively, they're just average. I would say personnel-wise, their point guard, Colton Mitchell, is kind of the catalyst. He was the catalyst, 23 points in the first game, 4 second-half threes. Got him really going early second half. And then the freshman's kind of interesting. Jackson Rasmussen might be the best freshman in the conference right now. He is really playing well. Versatile kind of 4 guy with 3-man skills. Fun to watch. Excited to see what he brings to the table.
Rasmussen had 13 points, 8 rebounds in that first meeting. And you did mention Colton Mitchell is actually an Idaho State transfer now in his second year here with the Vandals. When you do think back to that second half between these two teams when Idaho went off for 60-plus points, how much of that was their shot-making versus Montana State maybe making some mistakes defensively?
Yeah, I think it was a little bit of both, but I think when you make 8 threes out of 13 attempts and shoot 60%, you're going to score a lot of points in a half. I mean, Bobcats give up 62 points in that second half. They don't have a half anywhere close to that all season. So it was a little bit of both. It might have been a perfect storm, right? A little bit of defensive lapse combined with a team that just gets insanely hot, but the result was unfortunate for Montana State.
So that is one of just the 3 losses for Montana State in conference play so far this year. All 3 losses have been by single-digit deficits. A 3-point loss against Idaho, a 3-point loss against Sacramento State, and then a 9-point loss against Portland State, although that game was even closer than that. That was some of the late free throw making. That made it a 9-point game. So even with all the injuries and adversity this Bobcat team has faced, they've still found a way to not only be in every game, but also be right in the thick of a regular season conference title race, sitting 2 games back of 9-1 Portland State, which still has to come here, and Montana at the end of the regular season. All right, let's step aside. When we come back, we'll get our Kendall Ford keys to the game. We'll get you caught up on the rest of the Big Sky schedule for today, and then we'll sit down with head coach Matt Logie as we get set for the Bobcats and the Vandals. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Ambient Air Solutions wants to take a moment to show our gratitude and to say thank you. Thank you to our frontline workers. Thank you to our doctors, nurses, and EMTs. Thank you to all the volunteers. And thank you to the Gallatin County community. Ambient Air Solutions is so grateful for your support for over 12 years. We are so blessed to live in such a beautiful place. Ambient Air Solutions is here for all your heating and cooling needs. Call us at 406-577-1818 to schedule your service today. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins Lumber believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins Lumber, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
The Bobcats are proud to present these preferred local partners as members of Bobcat Belt, Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems, Bryant, whatever it takes, Carrier Heating and Air Conditioning, Carrier, turn to the experts, Ace Roofing, building Montana strong, one roof at a time, Rivers Landscaping, crafting superior outdoor spaces, and NW Construction, proud to call Bozeman home. Montana State Athletics encourages our fans to choose these local businesses. They are proud local sponsors and demonstrate what it means to be a Bobcat. We are Bobcat Belt.
Back in Bozeman, getting set for Montana State and Idaho today. A pivotal game again as Montana State looks to extend their home winning streak to 8 consecutive victories. Keaton Gillogly alongside Brian Priebe as we get ready to go for Montana State and Idaho. And Brian, let's go ahead and dive right into our keys to the game presented by Kendall Ford of Bozeman. What do you got?
Well, I think the first one's pretty obvious. You got to defend the 3. You're not going to beat Idaho if you don't defend the 3. In their wins in Big Sky play, they have 11 made threes, and they're shooting 40%. In their losses, they have 6 made threes, and they're shooting 25%. It's just everything for this team. If you guard the 3, they're going to have a hard time beating you. If you don't, you're in trouble. On Bobcat offense, I'd like to see some tempo. I think we're struggling scoring a little bit. I think we got to get the ball up the floor and attack early. See if we can get some cheap buckets, some easy stuff. And Idaho's transition defense, just okay. I think if Jed can get the ball, we can rebound a little bit, fill some lanes and get out and run. It'd be huge to just steal buckets.
Kind of what you need to do right now for this Montana State team. You're just going to have to find a way to win on the margins, really, for this Bobcat team. And at the end of the day, the margin for error is just so small, so slim. But even with all of that, I mean, it's honestly remarkable. We're talking about a 7-3 team that is in every game and very easily could have won all 3 of those losses they've suffered with all of the injuries. I mean, essentially 3 out of your top 6 are done for the year. You had Jeremiah Davis miss a game and a half as well, your top defender. I mean, what they are doing right now is nothing short of miraculous.
Yeah, it really is. It's unbelievable to be where they are, but they also have a lot to play for right now. I mean, like you said, the Portland State game, that's a tie ball game effectively with about 3 minutes to go, and the offense just abandons you. You give up a couple things, and then free throws go. Sac State, you have a decent-sized lead, a 6-point lead with about 3 to go. You know, and it's kind of been the story for this team all year. They've had waves where they haven't finished games well, parts of the season where they have. When they have, they've won a lot of games, and all they got to do is shore up the offense a little bit, figure out how to adjust by having a little less ball handling, a little less scoring out there without Davian on the floor.
All right, well, we'll see if the Bobcats can continue to adjust as we move forward. And, Brian, we should notice the elephant in the room. The biggest news around the state of Montana here in the last 48 hours is Bobby Hauck, a now former head coach at the University of Montana, announced his retirement yesterday. They had the press conference for Coach Hauck yesterday, and they have introduced Bobby Kennedy today, the former wide receiver coach who's been around a bunch of FBS schools, taking over as the head coach. They had his introductory press conference today, but pretty tectonic shift over there on the other side of the divide today.
Yeah, I mean, I wish him well. I'm assuming the last 2 games of last year, or the 2 losses rather, one at home and then here against the Cats, seeing the Cats win the national title, just too much to take, shut her down. That's how it felt. It's a weird time of year, isn't it, though, for a football change to be in February? Feels like football transitions happen much, much earlier.
Yeah, it is a weird time there, but at the end of the day, also just is there any really good time? Because you're going to the playoffs. If he leaves kind of after the playoffs, a lot of the coaches have already been kind of scooped up. So it'll be interesting, but it kind of is what it is. And really one of the things he talked about, Brian, was the state of college football, the NIL state, the agency has to deal with. And it's kind of one of those things right now where you're either in it and you're handling that well, or you're not. And that's caused a changing of guard across all levels and all sports in college athletics over the last really 5 years or so.
Really, post-COVID. If you don't want to engage in and around the transfer portal, in and around NIL, then you're in the wrong business. It is the dominant factor in roster building at this point, and it's great to have relationships and talk to kids and everything else. But at the end of the day, they're asking, hey, what's this going to look like financially? And they're comparing that offer to the other schools that they're looking at, and you're just not going to get kids if you're not playing that game.
Yeah, and then on the flip side, for Montana State, they just announced, I think it was 4 players signed this week, only 1 transfer. They brought 1 transfer in at the cornerback spot out of Arizona. I mean, that is it. That is crazy. That is as crazy as anything else for them to bring in 1 transfer at this point. I mean, what a wild roster construction. They were able to continue to move this thing forward and only have to bring in 1 guy like that.
Yeah, and it's still early because there's still 1,000 players in the transfer portal. So it's not like kids potentially won't make decisions and end up places and whatever, but it speaks to the health of your roster that you only sign 4 guys in the late period.
Right, and, they limited it down just that 1 transfer portal window. Now, the University of Montana kids will have another window here because you get a chance after a coaching change. I think it's 5 days after the coaching change, a 2-week window. You can go back into the portal, and there's a couple other exceptions out there for, some grad students. But for the most part, one thing you can do now is actually start looking at rosters because you don't have that transfer portal after spring ball, which certainly changes things, hopefully for the better, as long as it doesn't get contested like everything else has been.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting today that Sankey, the commissioner of the SEC, actually filed an affidavit against the Alabama basketball player coming out of the professional ranks and saying that that's not acceptable and that his eligibility should not exist. I found that phenomenal that the commissioner of the SEC stands against Alabama, your literally marquee program in every way. Unique, man. It's a time to be alive. Something's happening.
Dude, it is.
Can't get snow in Bozeman in the winter, so what the heck?
G League players are going to the SEC, and Yeah, it is wild right now. All right, well, glad we could just touch on that. I'm sure some people are driving around and maybe have just seen a headline or two. So want to make sure people are informed while they're driving across the beautiful state of Montana. Get ready for the Bobcats and the Vandals today. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get you a quick score update on what the schedule looks like. And then we're sitting down with head coach Matt Logie as we get set for the Bobcats and the Vandals. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Debilitating joint pain can keep you from doing the things you love most. At Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, we take a holistic approach to your orthopedic surgery, combining state-of-the-art orthopedic capabilities with whole health optimization. We'll work with you to identify and address any medical issues prior to your surgery. Our optimized health approach ensures your surgery is just the beginning of a new, pain-free life. Explore more at bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
Here's to home. Here's to Northwest Crossing, where kids can be kids, and adults can also be kids, and new neighbors feel like old friends. Welcome to Bozeman, Montana's newest master planned community. Life here comes with nearby, top-rated Bozeman schools, on-site eateries and retail, office space, parks, trails, and so much more, including new homes from the 500s to 800s, exclusively built by Williams Homes. Learn more at nwxbzn.com. nwxbzn.com.
Who's ready to experience Montana's high alpine like never before? This winter, Big Sky Resort unveils Kirkcliff, a stunning 2-story glass observatory at the summit of Lone Peak, surrounded by unobstructed views spanning 3 states, 2 national parks, and countless mountain ranges. The most thrilling part of the experience, standing at 11,166 feet on a transparent glass floor. Plan your visit to Big Sky and experience Kirkcliff, redefining what it means to experience Montana's high country.
The fact that we've been in Montana for over 80 years shows our value and that we are here to stay. I'm Lisa Kelly, president of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana. We strive to be there for our members through all of life's journeys, from having a baby to starting a business to even in later ages when looking for Medicare options. We're there at every moment to support our members in sickness and in health. We're there no matter what. It's beautiful.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
Local is more than where you do business. It's how you serve your customers and communities. And for us, it's why we do what we do. At Stockman Bank, we offer convenient, innovative financial solutions backed by the power of quick, informed local decisions. So you receive the services you need when you need them. We don't just believe in local, we are local. We are Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking. Member FDIC.
The Northern Pulse Growers Association encourages industry professionals and growers of dry peas, chickpeas, lentils, and fava beans to become members in 2024. Members gain access to cutting-edge research, expert training, market insights, and connect with a Pulse-passionate community. Visit northernpulse.com to join the Northern Pulse Growers Association. Together, we're sowing the seeds of success.
We're getting ready to go for Montana State and Idaho at the Brick today. The men at home and the women are on the road over in Moscow for a titanic matchup out there. It is number 1 versus number 2 between Montana State and Idaho. Both those two teams on the women's side only have 1 loss each in Big Sky play. They're getting ready to square off and tip off the same time we do. Some of the other scores and schedule, rather, around the Big Sky today. 4 other games. Northern Colorado is at Weber State. Northern Arizona is at Idaho State. And, of course, Montana hosts Eastern Washington. Then Portland State and Sac State are the Saturday game coming up in a couple of days. So that's what's going on. So Portland State is idle today at 9-1 in Big Sky play. So that is what we're keeping an eye on there across the league. And a quick update on the standings. Portland State 9-1, Montana tied at 7-3. Idaho 5-4, Weber State, Sac State 5-5. Sacramento State now has won 3 in a row. Eastern Washington is 3-6. Northern Colorado is 3-7. Idaho State 3-7. Northern Arizona 2-8. So that is the full standings right now. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we're sitting down with head coach Matt Logie. Then we're ready to go between the Bobcats and the Vandals. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
At Northwestern Energy, we're committed to helping all of our service areas thrive.
Because these communities are more than just spots on a map, they're our homes too.
From hosting charity events and funding local scholarships
to leading economic development projects, we'll continue to donate our time and resources
to help deliver a bright future for everyone.
For more information, visit northwesternenergy.com/inyourcommunity.
Whether it's game day or work day, Montanans count on strength, precision, and reliability. At DoorTech, we bring the same championship mindset to every garage door we install, service, and repair. Rooted in 6 generations of Montana grit and committed to excellence, we're proud to serve the Gallatin Valley and proud to cheer on the Bobcats. DoorTech, rooted in family, committed to excellence, focused on you. Come see us at our new location in Belgrade, 195 High K Street, or visit DoorTechMT.com.
Qdoba Bozeman is a proud partner of the Montana State Bobcats. Make your winning play at Qdoba. Show your spirit with your own salad, quesadilla, bowl, burrito, or nachos, and all your favorite toppings. Score big and add free guac and queso to your entree anytime, any day. Hungry yet? Stop by Qdoba at 855 South 29th Avenue right after the game for the ultimate flavor MVP.
Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. outside the box for your complete branding solutions. Located in Bozeman, Montana, we offer a full print shop for banners, signs, wraps, trade show booths and graphics, promotional products, and much more. If you can think it, we can ink it. We are a proud supporter and corporate sponsor of the MSU Bobcats. Like us on Facebook to see some of our cat wraps. Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. and call us at 406-922-6462 or visit us on the web at inkoutside.com.
Back on the pregame show, getting set for Montana State and Idaho at the Brick today. Keaton Gillogly alongside head coach Matt Logie. And, Coach, we're getting into that grind of the season into February. You got guys logging a lot of minutes right now as well with the rotation. Anything you're doing differently just to kind of manage some of that workload for these guys, as we're going to see a lot of these kind of 35-minute-plus type games for some of your starters?
Yeah, I mean, I think with where we're at in our depth and injury-wise, you know, we've had to really tweak and adjust what we can do in practice, do a lot more breakdowns, kind of take out some of the live segments that you would normally do, and so that saves some of the wear and tear for game night. And then you've got to be just strategic with your substitution patterns when you use timeouts, things of that nature.
All right, as we get into this game between Montana State and Idaho, Chris Hodges had such a big first half in that first meeting. How do you expect him to match up, and how does he continue some success in this game against the Vandals?
Yeah, I thought that was one of his most confident nights of the year. Really got to his spots offensively, was able to score both with his back to the basket and in the roll game. So we'll need another confident night from him tonight.
Some of the individual guys for this Idaho team, Colton Mitchell really can rein it in from 3 when he gets hot. How do you guys slow him down today?
Yeah, I mean, really, they've got 3 guards that have shown that they can go for 20 on any given night. Mitchell's the guy that has the ball in his hands at the end of games, but defending the three-point line is key. You've got to do a good job of pressuring the basketball, and you've got to be able to defend one-on-one and penetration as well to not give them kind of rotational threes.
Yeah, you mentioned some of those guards. Biko Johnson put up a 20-plus point game in that first meeting as well. How do you guys slow him down today?
Yeah, similar to Mitchell, you got to be at the point of the screen. You got to have good ball pressure. You've got to make him crack the three-point line and become a 2-point scorer.
And in the front court for him, Brody Robury, a guy who's at 6'11" right now, averaging 9 points per game. What kind of skill set is he bringing to the floor?
Yeah, just a big body, does a really good job on the offensive glass, on the interior, and obviously presents a lot of size on the inside when people let him catch the ball. So we've got to do our job in limiting his touches.
And overall, how do you attack this Idaho defense today?
Well, I think we had a good success level the first time around with these guys. We've got to just continue to be who we are, and that's playing through our concepts, playing through our spacing, moving the basketball. Obviously, Jed's done a great job setting the table for us all year long, and so got to continue to find different ways to create advantages.
All right, well, looking forward to it. It's Montana State and Idaho today. Coach, appreciate the time and the insight.
Thanks a lot. Go Cats.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll be ready to go between the Bobcats and the Vandals. For head coach Matt Logie, I'm Keaton Gillogly. This is Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Kohl's gets it. Valentine's Day comes with expectations. Grand expectations, telepathic expectations, and heart-shaped everything expectations. Yes, even waffles. Kohl's has gifts that rise to the occasion. From romantic to playful, sparkly to sweet, or all of the above. Plus, get 15% off some of your finds. So go ahead, exceed those Valentine's Day expectations with Kohl's. Select styles, offer ends February 16th. Some exclusions apply. See store kohls.com for details.
Quitting smoking, vaping, or chew isn't easy because nicotine is extremely addictive. Plus, everyone's different. What worked for me may not work for you. That's where Quit Now Montana comes in. And it's free. You get a quit coach and a custom quit plan tailored to you, including free nicotine replacement therapy, patches, gum, or lozenges. Bottom line, Quit Now Montana works. Time to make it work for you. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or go to quitnowmontana.com to get started today. Montana Department of Public Health and Human Services.
Local is more than where you do business. It's how you serve your customers and communities. And for us, it's why we do what we do. At Stockman Bank, we offer convenient, innovative financial solutions backed by the power of quick, informed local decisions. So you receive the services you need when you need them. We don't just believe in local, we are local. We are Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking. Member FDIC.
With friendly customer service and an outstanding location near Montana State University in the base of the Bridger Mountain Range, Country Inn & Suites by Radisson is the perfect place to begin your Bozeman adventure. Country Inn & Suites offers a hot and delicious Be Our Guest breakfast buffet each morning. Free Wi-Fi is available throughout the property, and we have a business center and meeting rooms. Our indoor pool and hot tub is a great way to relax after a day of fun, and the on-site fitness center will keep your workout goals on track. We have spacious king and double queen suites with a full-size sleeper sofa available, and every room in Country Inn & Suites is smoke-free. Reserve your room today.
See every play, every big win, every Cats moment with the clarity you deserve. At Vance Thompson Vision, our team specializes in LASIK and cataract surgery to help restore and improve your vision. Because when it comes to cheering for the Bobcats, you don't want to miss a thing. Vance Thompson Vision is proud to be the official LASIK and cataract provider of Montana State Bobcat Athletics. Learn more and book your consultation today at VanceThompsonVision.com.
Northern States Fishing Tools, a proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats, has been serving the eastern Montana and western North Dakota oil fields since 1978. We are here to provide you with the best tools and services, all at competitive prices. Northern States Fishing Tools services the Williston Basin with fishing and rental tools, along with downhole tools that include packers, plugs, and through tubing equipment. We have the expert knowledge to give you satisfying results based on your specific needs. Go Bobcats!
Echoing
to the cup, one-hand slam
from the brick.
And the brick is back to life.
And all throughout the great state of Montana.
Put it on the highlight reel.
It's time for Bobcat.
There's the juice.
Basketball.
Floats it up and in, and he beats the buzzer. To the cup, the racket. Deep three, bang. Oh, baby. He backpedals, shaking his head, saying, you can't cover me. Rises and rattles the rim. A two-hand slam.
The best is yet to come.
Bobcat Basketball is brought to you by Town Pump Food Stores, proud sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild Series, and by First Interstate Bank, built for you. Tip-off is just moments away from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth. Here's the voice of the Bobcats, Keaton Gillogly.
Despite all the adversity this Bobcat team has faced through 25 and 26, they still find themselves in a spot battling at the top of the Big Sky, sitting at 7-3, and now they return home tonight, looking to extend their 7-game home winning streak. Hello, everybody. My name is Keaton Gillogly. A pleasure to be with you live courtside at Worthington Arena. To my right is Brian Priebe, and we'll give you the starting lineups here in just a moment. But first, we must pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. This is Montana State Basketball. Again, I'm Keaton Gillogly alongside Brian Priebe as we get ready for the Montana State University Bobcats coming in at 13-10. They are 7-3 in Big Sky play, looking to avenge an earlier loss this season against the University of Idaho Vandals. Entering tonight's contest at 13-9. They have 5 conference wins and 4 conference losses. All right, let's take a look at the starting lineups. We begin first with the visiting Idaho Vandals, put together by third-year head coach Alex Priebe, who has 3 wins and 2 losses against Montana State in his now 3 seasons here. Their guards are Biko Johnson, who went off for 23 in the first meeting, Jack Payne, who battled some injury in the middle of the season, and Colton Mitchell, the straw that stirs the drink. In the front court, Brody Robery is one of their big-bodied forwards, and then one of the great freshmen of the league, Jackson Rasmussen, in the front court as well. On the other side for Montana State, Jed Miller, the star at point guard, Pat McMahon, Jeremiah Davis, plus Christian King and Chris Hodges are the starting 5 for third-year head coach Matt Logie. All right, Brian, here we go. It's a shorthanded Bobcat team, but the hands they do have are pretty darn good, and they are playing their tails off right now.
Really good, and it really just comes down to their ability to score enough points. The defense has been solid. It's been solid regardless of who's been in the lineup, but right now it's where are we getting the offense from. You know you're going to get offense from Pat McMahon, Jed Miller, Christian King. Can Jeremiah Davis, Chris Hodges, can Seth Almondrud come off the bench? Where is the offense coming from so that you can get up into that 75, 77-point range? I think that's going to be enough to win most nights in the Big Sky. It's just been a little inconsistent here without Davian Brown or Kevin Holden or some of these guys that are out for the season.
Well, and for Jed Miller, it was just he was on such a heater there for about a 5-game stretch. Did finally run into a buzzsaw at Portland State. Had one of his first kind of poor shooting games in quite some time in that matchup. He went 2 for 10 from 3, 3 for 14 from the field while he played all 40 minutes. But at the end of the day, you know he's about to bounce back in a contest like this against his Vandal squad.
Yeah, and one of the things Jed's going to have to do is his minutes extend here in February. He's got to find ways to conserve energy. Different places, different moments. How do you conserve some energy so that you can play those 36, 38, 40-minute type games?
All right, we are ready to go. The tip-off is upon us. And Montana State is ready to rock for our tip-off. Ball is tossed in the air. The tip is won by the Montana State Bobcats. And here we go from the brick. Montana State, the home whites today with navy blue letters and numbers, while Idaho in the road blacks with the gold trim and lettering. Down into the post on the left side, Pat McMahon stumbles, got tripped. Oh, they called a travel. And a turnover by Montana State to start the day.
Not your ideal start, but not a big deal. Lots of time to go here. Bobcat defense kicks in. The other thing Cats are going to have to really do a good job of is dealing with some zone defenses. They've seen a little bit more of that of late. Got to be able to keep that.
Chris Hodges with a big block up at the apex down on the left block. Chris Hodges among the top 5 in the league in blocks per game. Sorry, interrupted by great defense. Inbounds pass to the baseline. And it's taken back by Mitchell. Tossed to Biko Johnson at the top. That 3-ball is no good. And Pat McMahon hauls down the rebound. MSU on the move from right to left. McMahon slows it down, gets himself into the paint. Kicks it back out to Jed Miller. Bounce pass down to the right elbow for Hodges. Hand off to McMahon. Takes it out to the right wing. Gives it to Jeremiah Davis. Davis pulls up near the free throw line. That jumper is no good, a little bit short. And Idaho has the rebound. Vandals into the front court. Working down inside. That ball is not free and a foul. Jed Miller and Christian King were in the vicinity.
It's a tough call. When a guy's in the air and he's out of control, he's not going to be able to complete anything. There was some contact, so the foul makes sense, but it goes against Jed Miller, which is really the scarier part of that whole thing.
Into the lane, finger roll up, that short rebound tip, jostled in the air, and Chris Hodges comes away with it. MSU pushes the tempo from right to left. Pat McMahon gets out to the right wing, spins down to the right block, gets double teamed. His pass is tipped and picked off by Idaho. Another early turnover by MSU. Down to the right block, Biko Johnson leans in, banks it no, offensive rebound, and the putback is good by Jackson Rasmussen. And the Vandals strike first, up 2-0 with 18:30 to go first half.
Yeah, tough when that fast break goes against Jed, and he's already got a foul.
And now a foul underneath as Jeremiah Davis goes to the rack with a reverse right-handed layup attempt. Brody Robury picks up his first foul. That's a good number there to get Robury his first foul early.
Yeah, he is a big guy. Of all the bigs in the Big Sky, he might be the biggest, both if you talk height and girth.
Jeremiah Davis lining up at the free throw line. The first shot is good. How would you like to be able to listen to us while synced up to your TV in the comfort of your own home? Go to syncmygame.com to find out how. So Jeremiah Davis with the first points of the day for MSU at the free throw line. Next shot is up and good. The 76% free throw shooter Jeremiah Davis knocks both down. It's 2-2, 18 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the first half. Idaho has the basketball to our right. Mitchell has it up at the top, then over the bounce. Toss over to the left wing for Payne. Looking for the post, lob down to Rasmussen. He's doubled down to the left baseline, tries to dribble through it. Kick out to the right wing. Johnson gets himself into the lane, goes up, makes it good. Biko Johnson able to finish it off. That was great ball movement by Idaho.
Good ball movement and a hard closeout to take away Johnson's three. And I think the Cats will live giving up a couple of buckets as long as they take away that three.
Jed Miller a little strong on a mid-range jumper, misses that two-point field goal attempt. And Idaho on the move from left to right. Into the left corner for Mitchell. Bounce pass down to the right baseline for Rasmussen. Runs into a double team, lost his balance, lost the ball, and the Bobcats forced the turnover. MSU on the move from right to left. Jeremiah Davis slows it down, gives it to Christian King, then into the right corner for Pat McMahon. McMahon dribbles left, curls into the lane, gets down to the free throw line, throws back out to Miller. Miller tries to penetrate, gets cut off at the elbow, brings it back out. Bounce down to Hodges, who had a monster first half of the first meeting. Back to Miller, drives inside, scoops it up, no, put back slam. Chris Hodges cleaning up the loose change, and he rips it home with a two-hand dunk.
Gotta like that follow by Big Chris.
The state game now tied at 4. Robury slips, falls, and the ball rolls out of bounds, and MSU once again forces a turnover. Intermountain Health, formerly known as SCL Health in Big Sky Country, is proud to be an official health partner of Montana State Athletics.
I like the Cats' defense right now. Jackson Rasmussen, the freshman's not ready for the double team. He's turning right into it. It's coming hard. He's got a turnover and a deflection off of that. Robury wasn't ready for it as well. Just not something that they're used to seeing.
Hodges hands it off. Here's Pat McMahon for three. That's no good, a little bit strong, and Idaho has the rebound. Bobcats a little off the mark with some of their jump shots to start the night. Into the lane now, cut off. Brickner coming off a hot game last time out. Throws to the top of the key. Robury throws back to the near right side for Brickner. Lob into the post. Rasmussen makes a catch in deep. Blocked again. Chris Hodges with the deny. Hodges coming up big defensively early. Here's Miller. Drops it off to Hodges. Mid-range floater. That's short. Logie, though, clapping his hands. He likes the decision-making.
Yeah, good pass by Jed and a good shot by Chris. He's going to make more of those than he doesn't.
Bounce pass underneath, and another block, and the Bobcats come away with it. Rasmussen was free down on the right block. Pat McMahon came up, knocked it away once. Rasmussen recovered, and then Chris Hodges picked up a block. Here's Miller, right baseline jumper. That's good. Boy, that tough angle baseline jumper has been patented by Jed Miller.
Yeah, call it to Jed. And right now, Rasmussen, a little bit rattled here, having a hard time getting anything to go from the field.
Colton Mitchell pulls up, right elbow jumper. That's no good. Back iron. Fight for the rebound. Loose. Ooh, two Cats knocked it out of each other's hands. Now Rasmussen into the lane. Throws up to the top. Around to the right corner. Biko Johnson working on Jed Miller. Spins to his left shoulder. Steps into the lane. And we got a whistle and a jump ball forced by Jeremiah Davis. Idaho will keep the possession when we come back to the first Interstate Bank broadcasting position. 15 minutes, 16 seconds to go in the first half. Bobcats leading the Vandals 6-4. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
With friendly customer service and an outstanding location near Montana State University and the base of the Bridger Mountain Range, Country Inn & Suites by Radisson is the perfect place to begin your Bozeman adventure. Country Inn & Suites offers a hot and delicious Be Our Guest breakfast buffet each morning. Free Wi-Fi is available throughout the property, and we have a business center and meeting rooms. Our indoor pool and hot tub is a great way to relax after a day of fun, and the on-site fitness center will keep your workout goals on track. We have spacious king and double queen suites with a full-size sleeper sofa available, and every room in Country Inn & Suites is smoke-free. Reserve your room today.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up, pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road, pump it up, oh yeah.
At First Interstate Bank, it's about supporting our communities and cheering on our teams. Thank you for letting us be your trusted community bank for more than 50 years. First Interstate Bank, built for you, member FDIC. 15 minutes, 16 seconds to go in the first half. Bobcats leading the Vandals 6-4. All right, Brian, what are we seeing through the first nearly 5 minutes of this one tonight?
Not what we expected, that's for sure. Defensive struggle for both teams. Bobcats 2 for 7, Vandals 2 for 10 from the field. They both have a pair of turnovers. I do like Montana State's defense. They're selling out, closing out on the three, forcing penetration, even if it means giving up something easier, because you just cannot let Idaho get hot or get rolling from behind the arc.
By the way, Chris Hodges right now, 3 blocks in fewer than 5 minutes. Inbounds pass to the baseline for the Vandals goes to Biko Johnson, trying to get himself into the paint. Cut off by Jeremiah Davis with 5 to shoot. Out to the right wing. 3-ball bricked off the glass. Long rebound tipped. And Howie Keene picks it up off a bounce, as Howie Keene is the first man off the bench for Montana State. And with really just 3 scholarship players available off the bench right now, it's going to be fascinating to watch the continuing change of how this rotation goes as Christian King misses a 12-foot jumper.
Well, it's good for Howie to get early minutes and see if he's going to be a factor, because that's what you want from freshmen. Are you going to be a factor? And if so, let's go.
Topside threes in the air. That's no good. Out of the hands of Jack Payne, and Jeremiah Davis clears the Bobcat rebound. MSU into the front court. Cats lead it 6-4. 14 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the first half. Hand off for Jeremiah Davis on the right wing. Toss over to the top for Christian King. King spins, throws back out to the left wing for Jed Miller with 8 to shoot. Bounce pass to Hodges. Puts it on the floor, goes one-on-one, down into the paint, banging bodies, hooks it up. No, it's rolled off, but you like the aggressiveness.
Absolutely. Get after it, Chris. Go attack.
Johnson drives and kicks. Extra pass to the right wing. Here's a 3. That's no good. Jed Miller wins a physical rebound. The Bobcats into the front court with a 2-point advantage. Davis weaving to the free throw line, picks it up and gives it back up to Miller. Over to the right wing for Hodges. Bounce pass down to a cutting Miller. Touch pass back to Hodges. He goes up and fouled. A lot of ball up top, but a lot of body underneath. And an easy call going against Seth Joba. Boy, phenomenal aggressiveness by Chris Hodges right now. It's almost kind of like you want to just tell him, hey, go miss some shots. Just go take some shots that you're feeling fine about. Like, it's okay to miss a few shots. More times than not, they're actually going to go in.
Yeah, he makes a couple free throws here. He'll have 4 points, 4 boards, 3 blocks.
Yeah, that'll do.
And, I mean, that's in 6 minutes of play. So we said pregame, who's going to pick up some of the slack that this team needs offensively? And right now, Chris Hodges is stepping up.
Hodges lines it up for the next free throw, and that is good. I mean, when you are as shorthanded as the Bobcats are, just really due to circumstance, there's not much you can do. You need guys to continue to step up, and one of the guys who certainly has a little room to get before he reaches his ceiling is Chris Hodges. Here's Almenrud into the game now, a drive from the right wing, and that layup is good by Isaiah Brickner, taking it against Almenrud. So Brickner gets his first 2 points coming off the 31-point outburst against NAU. Miller turns underneath, gets down along the baseline, picks up the dribble, gets it to Keene, cut into the rack, blocked from behind. Jack Payne got up and pinned it against the glass. Out to the right wing. Idaho sets it up. Pass to the cheerleaders. the dance team more specifically, and a turnover. Biko Johnson thought he had a man cutting.
Well, she was open, and he did a nice job feeding her. Unfortunately, he had a teammate, Joba, who started a back cut and then broke it off. That's a cardinal rule. Anytime you make a back cut, you got to finish that cut because your teammates are seeing it.
Dance team now going over what just happened, saying, oh, good catch. Oh, I wouldn't have caught it if it came to me. Pat McMahon with it at the top, takes it over to the left wing, tries to turn the corner, works himself into the post, left side, into the lane, gets up with a right-handed hook, and it's good. Pat McMahon gets himself into the score sheet, averaging 14 a game this season.
Yeah, and he's got to continue to be aggressive.
Bounce pass underneath, bobbled. Ooh, Almenrud went down hard. Ball is loose. And we got a whistle and a jump ball, and it's going to Montana State. That was Seth Joba that kind of ran into Almenrud a little funny, but Almenrud's back up and okay. Got his center of gravity taken out from underneath.
Yeah, and the Cats, again, forced turnovers on back-to-back possessions, and they've continued to guard the three. Right now, Idaho, 4 attempts, no makes, and that is a winning formula. They just cannot score enough points without the three ball to beat you.
Miller from the right wing on the drive, draws a body check foul. Biko Johnson picks up that first foul. Great job of Jed Miller being the aggressor there. It's really all about, in basketball, just beating the other guy to the spot, whether it's offense or defense.
Yeah, an aggressor has a tendency to get the calls. In that case right there, Jed got one.
Bobcats have their 3 bench players on the floor right now. Seth Almenrud lost the handle and then committed the foul right after, so Almenrud picks up his first foul. So right now it's Jed Miller, Pat McMahon, and then it's Almenrud, Keene, and Stepp, as Jaden Stepp has really become the 5-man off the bench now for Montana State.
Yeah, he and Chris Hodges seem to be in that rotation, and then you go King with Howie, King and Keene with the little McMahon at the 4 spot if you want to go with a smaller lineup.
From the top, handoff out at the top of the key. Brickner, one-on-one against Miller. Overhand pass to the left corner, working the baseline, trying to find some space. Blasting game, bounce pass underneath, and it is caught by Seth Joba, who rises and dunks it home. Seth Joba with his first 2 points.
Yeah, probably an unnecessary double right there. Got out of position and just left the guy wide open at the rim.
10-8, MSU leading, 11:45 to go in the first half. Pat McMahon crosses over from the right wing, spins the left shoulder, gets the rack, lays it, no, but draws the foul. Got hit right at the finish there. And Pat McMahon will head to the line for 2 on the Isaiah Brickner foul. All right, let's step aside for the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. We will remind you that Amsterdam Meat Shop is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics and the Gallatin Valley. 11:37 to go in the first half. Bobcats leading the Vandals 10-8. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky Country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
The Bobcats are proud to present these preferred local partners as members of Bobcat Built, Bryant's Heating and Cooling Systems, Bryant's Whatever It Takes, Carrier Heating and Air Conditioning, Carrier Turn to the Experts, Ace Roofing, Building Montana Strong, one roof at a time, Rivers Landscaping, crafting superior outdoor spaces, and NW Construction, proud to call Bozeman home. Montana State Athletics encourages our fans to choose these local businesses. They are proud local sponsors and demonstrate what it means to be a Bobcat. We are Bobcat Built.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
Which schools will win the Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the upcoming year? Check out how your favorite school is doing at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Winners announced in June 2026. The Learfield Directors Cup, powered by NACDA, the crowning achievement in college athletics. We're at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, 11:37 to go in the first half. Montana State leading Idaho 10-8. All right, Brian, what are you thinking about?
I continue to just be focused on the Bobcat defense. It's smothering right now. 4 turnovers in 8 minutes. They've forced Idaho to shoot 27% from the field. Now, the offense hasn't really picked up the slack as they're not shooting much better, but Bobcats have been aggressive. They've gotten to line 4 times already. McMahon goes to the line right now. That'll be 6. That's huge for Montana State to be the aggressor and get to line.
First free throw for McMahon is good. We kind of saw that from McMahon in the Sac State game. You know, he only took 2 field goal attempts, but got himself in the line 6 times, had 7 rebounds. It was kind of one of those ones where you maybe felt a little frustrated if you just glanced at the box score, but watching the game, you could see some of that aggressiveness as that free throw knocks down. So he hits both. And it's fascinating how much we just have been talking about being aggressive for this team.
Yeah, there's no doubt. It is the key. And they've been always aggressive on the defensive end. Offensively, they've got to find a way to do it as well.
Now we got a foul underneath. Jed Miller got tied up with Seth Jobin. I think Miller just picked up his second foul. He did. And that is just kind of one of those things this year where there's very few things that you can weather. And one of the things that's going to be the most difficult to weather is when Jed Miller picks up 2 fouls and a half.
Yeah, and I'm going to say he's not done for the half. Even with 11 minutes to go, there's no way this team can not have him on the floor some. It'll be interesting to see how Coach Logie decides to play this with him with those 2 fouls.
Jaden Stepp with a block on Jackson Rasmussen. The Bobcats now have 5 blocks today. How about that?
That's pretty impressive.
Inbounds pass down to the left baseline. Jaden Stepp's athletic enough to get there and deny some shots. Now Jeremiah Davis takes it out of the hands of Colton Mitchell. Wow. Beautiful defense.
Seth Allman got a hand in there to deflect it, kind of free it up.
Now Davis with the ball. Works his way to the elbow. Keeps the ball moving over to the right wing for Pat McMahon. Works to the paint. Spins to the left shoulder. Goes up and draws the foul. Good job by McMahon. He got one of those arms kind of caught underneath his arm as he was turning. And Jackson Rasmussen picks up the foul. And Pat McMahon will go back to the line. And that was not anything like he was trying to draw that foul. It genuinely got kind of caught underneath his armpit.
Yeah, absolutely. But Rasmussen, again, he's had a rough go here early on. 1 for 5 from the field. Got a couple shots blocked. He's got a turnover. Foul. He's struggling. The freshman's pretty good, but freshmen on the road often struggle a little bit in conference play.
Bobcat basketball is brought to you by Kendall Ford of Bozeman, a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great. Next free throw is good for Pat McMahon. He has started 4 for 4 from the line. Boy, you love to see that if he could start becoming kind of a free throw merchant through his aggressiveness. Lob down into the post. Rasmussen makes the catch, goes up, lays it short. Christian King affected the shot with his defense, and MSU has the rebound with a 14-8 lead. 10.5 to play in the first. Bounce to a Step. Stops out on the left wing, gives it back to Davis, tries to turn the corner, down to a cutting Step, into the post, left block, pivoting, turns, jumper, and draws the foul. Seth Joba just picked up his second. Hit him right on the forearm, and Jaden Stepp's going to go to the line for the 9th and 10th free throws in fewer than 10 minutes.
And we said aggressiveness again here. Stepp is a guy who has a tendency to be a little bit of a facilitator offensively with an occasional 3. There he was really aggressive in getting himself in position to be fouled.
First free throw is no good from Jaden Stepp, who is 73% from the line. Didn't play a ton in that Portland State game, only 9 minutes, no points. Next free throw is up and good. That's his first point of the night, but that was really on the heels of a great 4-game stretch, and I feel like you kind of see that sometimes. A guy emerges, maybe 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and then you keep moving forward.
Yeah, absolutely, and guys off the bench, they're off the bench because of things like that.
Colton Mitchell tries the right corner 3. That's no good. Jaden Stepp wins a physical rebound as he had a hand on his ribs. Now MSU pushes the tempo. Jeremiah Davis gets cut off. Now posts up, backing down to the left block, gets into the paint. Stepping through, stepped on a big man's ankles, puts it up anyway, and Idaho grabs the rebound, and the Vandals come the other way.
Yeah, had to throw that one up or he was going to travel. Almost got it to go, but effectively a turnover from Montana State.
Rasmussen hands it off to Mitchell. Back to Rasmussen out on the perimeter. Throw up to the top for Brickner. He drives the left hand, pulls up in the lane. The runner is up, rimming, and good. Brickner now with 4 points. Bobcats lead by 5 with the ball, 9.5 to play in the first, with Jed Miller sitting on the bench because of 2 fouls. Out to the top, step, puts it on the floor, gives it to a cutting King down to the baseline, fall away Jay, that's good. About 15 feet out, Christian King grabs his first field goal of the night, MSU by 7. Here's a drive, Mitchell into the lane, has to kick it back out to the left wing, then to the right wing, now we got a whistle and a travel. Rasmussen shuffled his feet as he started his drive.
Rough night for the freshman. Again, this is a guy, when you watch on film, you're like, this kid's going to be really, really good if he stays in the Big Sky Conference over time, but tonight has not been his go.
Toyota's a proud partner of Bobcat men's basketball. Visit Toyota.com or your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places. So Jeremiah Davis running the point right now for MSU with Jed Miller sitting on the bench with 2 fouls. King has the dribble, works his way down to the left baseline, backing in, bodying in, turns, hooks it, got it. Oh, what a physical take by Christian King, who recognized the mismatch.
Yeah, and Cat's aggression on the offensive end has been superb.
Rasmussen spins into the lane, lost it, recovers, goes up, lays it short. Howie Keene has the rebound, and he had to go through about 3 different Bobcats on that drive. MSU with the ball up by 9, 8:20 to go first half. Howie Keene moves it into the right corner for McMahon, works the right baseline, steps into a double team, bounce down to Jaden Stepp, who lays it home. Easy lay-in for Jaden Stepp. Timeout, Idaho. Man, what a find by Pat McMahon. He walked right into the quicksand and knew exactly where his outlet was. All right, let's step aside with 8:11 to go in the first half from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Montana State leading Idaho 21-10. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
Northern States Fishing Tools, a proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats, has been serving the eastern Montana and western North Dakota oil fields since 1978. We are here to provide you with the best tools and services, all at competitive prices. Northern States Fishing Tools services the Williston Basin with fishing and rental tools, along with downhole tools that include packers, plugs, and through tubing equipment. We have the expert knowledge to give you satisfying results based on your specific needs. Go Bobcats!
Universal Athletic has been a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 50 years. Check out their great selection of Bobcat apparel and accessories for all your game day needs. Shop in store at their North 7th Avenue location or online at shop.msubobcats.com for everything you need to cheer on your Bobcats. Universal Athletic, a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 50 years. Go Cats!
Play every big win, every Cats moment with the clarity you deserve. Advanced Thompson Vision, our team specializes in LASIK and cataract surgery to help restore and improve your vision, because when it comes to cheering for the Bobcats, you don't want to miss a thing. Advanced Thompson Vision is proud to be the official LASIK provider of Montana State Bobcat Athletics. Learn more and book your consultation today at advancedthompsonvision.com. We're at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, 8 minutes, 11 seconds to go in the first half. Bobcats leading the Vandals 21-10, and Brian, the Bobcats extending their lead with Jed Miller on the bench.
Yeah, tremendous. Jed's been on the bench 3 full minutes at this point, and the defense has carried the day right now. Montana State holding Idaho to 25% from the field, 0 for 5 from behind the arc, and then they've been able to clear the board. Some of that's been blocking some shots, and the offense has picked up here over the last few minutes as well. As since Jed went out, they're on a 9-2 run.
Oh, and how about that pass by Pat McMahon before the bucket by Jaden Stepp that led it to the to the timeout as Idaho goes to work offensively, trailing by 11 with 8 minutes to go. Don't forget, Montana State opened a 21-point lead in the first half against Idaho last time out against this squad and ended up losing that game by 3. Here's a drive inside, bounce pass along the baseline. Right corner jumper is up, airballed, hauled in by Pat McMahon. The Bobcats push the tempo from right to left. McMahon to Almenrud. Back to McMahon as the Vandals get back. The Bobcats wisely slow it down. Up to the top. Step. Throws over to McMahon. Crosses over to the free throw line. Steps back for the jumper. Just a little bit short. And Idaho has the rebound. Vandals into the front court.
And the Vandal coaching staff is just begging to get the tempo going here. They know they can get some three-point looks if they can get that going.
Skip pass into the left corner. Blassingame throws out to the left wing. Brickner rises and fires. That's a brick on the three ball, and it is out of bounds, and it's going to Montana State. Good effort as well on the glass by Howie Keene. And, man, you know, we've talked about how hard this team has played all year. It's taken another step tonight.
Yeah, and it's all about that defensive intensity, and Jed Miller is going to come back in here. So with those 2 fouls, it's time for him to see if you could steal 2 or 3 minutes here, maybe take him out to 4-minute media, and then bring him back at the end of the half.
Boy, so much has landed on Jed Miller's shoulders now this season. Bounce pass underneath to Christian King. Kick out right corner for Miller. Around to the right wing. Jeremiah Davis one-on-one into the lane, going to the rack. That shot is up, no, but draws the foul. Jeremiah Davis able to get himself to the line as Colton Mitchell is tagged with his first foul.
Yeah, and right now the Cats 9 of 10 from the line with 2 more coming. Idaho 0 for 0. Idaho 0 for 7 from behind the arc. Cats have only taken 1. It was an early one. They haven't taken one for a while, and it's been the penetration and fouls by Idaho that's fueled this Bobcat run.
First free throw for Jeremiah Davis is good. It's one of those funny cliches I hear coaches talk about a lot where they'll talk about like a free throw disparity, which sometimes is true, but more times than not, it's just the style of play. It's not like the officials are actually through their free throw, or, through the free throws numbers, giving a team an advantage.
Yeah, and a team like Idaho shoots so many threes is not naturally going to draw quite as many fouls.
Davis knocks down the next free throw. So Jeremiah Davis has been great at the free throw line. He's 4 for 4 tonight. And the Bobcats as a team have started 11 of 12. 13-point lead for Montana State. 6:35 to go in the first half. Mitchell to the mid-post. Lobs back out to Biko Johnson beyond the arc. Johnson against Christian King. Step back elbow jumper. No good. Back iron. Seth Almenrud high points the rebound with 2 hands. Almenrud with a lefty dribble down to the left block. Bounce pass down to Hodges on the right block. He goes one-on-one. Working in on Robury. Battling inside. And now wants to pass it and does with a bounce pass to Howie Keene. They get it back out to the top to reset with 10 to shoot. Jed Miller right around a screen. Picks up the dribble. 5 to shoot. Give it to Hodges. In the post again. Back to the basket. Stepping through. Hooks it up. No good. And Idaho controls the rebound. The Bobcats really trying to run through Chris Hodges there. Unable to get a clean shot off. Brickner into the lane. Blocked underneath. Out of bounds. It's going to stay with Idaho. Could have been a jump ball. And now one of the officials is coming in. Because Almenrud got his hand on it, and then the player landed on the ground with it.
Yeah, he blocked it, but then he continued to hold on to it. If the offensive player lets it go, then that works. But good overrule right there by the sideline official, and Bobcats will take possession again after yet another Vandal turnover.
MSU into the front court with 5:41 to go in the first half. Bobcats 23, Vandals 10. Idaho's only scored 10 points in almost 15 minutes so far. Down to the right block. Hodges trying to post up against Robury. Double comes, kicks it out. Here's King. Trying to slash inside, pulls up at the free throw line. That jumper's a bit short. Hodges wins the rebound inside, kicks it back out. Almenrud, catch and shoot trigger. Yep. Seth Almenrud, a right corner 3. That is the first Wendy's 3 ball of the night. 16-point MSU lead. Mitchell underneath, pump fake, draws the foul, and 1. That pump fake got Hodges up in the air. First foul on Hodges, and Mitchell will go to the line to try to complete the 3-point play.
That's a good play by Mitchell there. Smart play by a smart veteran point guard there. He knows his team is struggling offensively, gets to the rim, gets a big man in the air, and then makes sure he gets contact and is able to finish as well.
Colton Mitchell, the redshirt sophomore from Coeur d'Alene, up in the panhandle of Idaho. Transferred from Idaho State. So he spent his freshman year there at Idaho State, and now 2 years here with the Vandals as he knocks down that free throw. 5:05 to go first half. Bobcats leading 26-13 over the Vandals. Here's Howie Keene crossing it over. Throws to the top. King makes a contested catch. Dials up a three. Rimming, no. Rebound, Idaho. Biko Johnson works along the left sideline to take it into the front court. Steps down to the mid-post right side. Throws back out to the right wing. Mitchell one-on-one against King. Drives in with the right hand. Goes up. Scoops it good. Colton Mitchell able to finish. He's trying to get himself going now with 5 quick points.
Yeah, right there. That's his aggressive nature coming right back.
Davis, long-range three. Yep. Almondrew with a great pass to the left block. Dialed it up for Jeremiah Davis. His first field goal tonight. That Wendy's 3-ball makes it 29-15 MSU with 4.25 to go in the first half.
And the Cats have been a team that is a little streaky from behind the arc. They get their threes in bunches as well.
Bounce down to the mid-post. Rasmussen against King. Double comes, and it's stripped free. Jeremiah Davis with the steal for MSU, his second of the night. Around to King. Works inside from the left wing and draws the foul on Biko Johnson. That's his second. Well, Biko was one of their great scorers in that first meeting. And that'll take us to a break from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Real Milk is a nutrient-rich product. It contains 13 essential nutrients from vitamin A to zinc, all of which are important for a healthy immune system and overall wellness. That's 13 nutrients with seemingly endless benefits. Reach for milk and make every sip count. We'll take a break. 3:57 to go first half. Bobcats 29, Vandals 15. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive 5-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins Lumber believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins Lumber, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
The Bobcats are proud to present these preferred local partners as members of Bobcat Built, Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems, Bryant, whatever it takes, Carrier Heating and Air Conditioning, Carrier, turn to the experts, Ace Roofing, building Montana strong, one roof at a time, Rivers Landscaping, crafting superior outdoor spaces, and NW Construction, proud to call Bozeman home. Montana State Athletics encourages our fans to choose these local businesses. They are proud local sponsors and demonstrate what it means to be a Bobcat. We are Bobcat Built.
The Bozeman Come On In Hotel and Suites is a proud sponsor of MSU Athletics, the Montana State Alumni Association. The Come On In allows you to escape the ordinary while enjoying their numerous hotel and guest room amenities. Visit ComeOnIn.com to book your stay today. From the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, 3:57 to go first half. Bobcats 29, Vandals 15. All right, Brian, what are you thinking about?
A lot of offensive balance from Montana State. Everybody but Howie King is on the board so far tonight. Everybody's got a made field goal. You've got a plus 10 advantage at the free throw line with a 1-and-1 coming right now, and a plus 6 advantage from behind the arc, and that's a winning recipe.
Front end is good for Christian King. About 6 total blocks for MSU and 4 steals.
Yeah, Idaho is just off kilter offensively, and credit the Bobcat defense for creating that.
Second free throw is no good from Christian King, but the Bobcats are 12 of 14 from the line in the first half. 15-point lead for the Bobcats. Vandals with it to our right. Brickner looking for room. Christian King draped over it. Lob into the post. Rasmussen runs into a double team. Pestered, tries to dribble out of it. Long overhand pass to the top. Now Mitchell into traffic underneath, puts it up with the left hand, and that's good. Boy, Colton Mitchell is just not afraid to go into a swarm of cats.
Yeah, and right now he's really the only thing Idaho has had going offensively over the last 7 minutes, but he's been really aggressive lately.
King puts up a runner from the middle of the lane. That's good. Third field goal for Christian King. And now he picks off a pass. Boy, a two-hand interception like a linebacker. And the Bobcats back into the front court. Well, there's some good mitts. 3 minutes remaining in the first half with MSU up 32-17. Hand off for Jeremiah Davis. Throws back to Jaden Stepp, who thought about a three and hands it off for King instead. Back to Davis. Right corner, three balls up. Ooh, popped out. Good look, good shot. And it just fell out. Biko Johnson behind the back dribble, lost it. Picks it back up. Mitchell, now a topside three. Front iron, no. Pat McMahon high points the rebound with one hand.
Really good defense by Seth Almondred right there.
And now we got a whistle. And a timeout by MSU.
30-second timeout. I think Coach noticed the team that's dragging a little bit has put a lot of effort in these last few possessions.
Well, that's just going to have to be one of the things we see where he's going to have to be a little more in tune with some of these timeouts. And, we kind of talked about it in the pregame interview with him, but there's a few things you're going to have to do differently when you're running out this short rotation they have.
There's no doubt. You're going to use timeouts strategically to rest as much as you are to break momentum or to coach or whatever it might be. And this is one of those moments where Coach Logie sees a tired team and says, let's catch our breath.
Interwest Moving and Storage is the official moving company of the MSU Bobcats. Idaho has been held to just 29% from the field. They are 0 of 8 from the three-point line.
And Montana State's ability to maintain the intensity, defending the three, is going to be everything throughout the rest of this game.
Davis spins into the paint, banks it off the glass. Boy, they tell you to square your shoulders to the rim. He didn't do that, and he still found a way to finish. What a layup there. Out to the top. Bank three is home out of the hands of Seth Joba. Colton Mitchell right now gritting his teeth. He rolled his ankles, or one of his ankle, while he was up at the top.
Yeah, his left ankle went. He's gutting it out right now. Be interesting to see what his explosiveness looks like.
McMahon, who's battled his own injuries in his career, gets down to the lane, down to the right block, banks it up short. And Idaho has the rebound. Here's Mitchell. Goes back to the right wing. Clapper down to the mid post. Slings back up to the top. Joba throws up to Mitchell. All right, no penetration on the first half of the shot clock. Now Mitchell down to the right block against Stepp. Goes up through contact. Got it home. Colton Mitchell with a tough finish. Nice job by Jaden Stepp, just staying straight up there.
Yeah, Mitchell at 9 points. All of them here in this run. Other than Joba's three, Idaho's just had no answer offensively.
34-22 MSU, 1:20 to go in the first half. Here's Pat McMahon on the right elbow. Goes one-on-one into the lane. Pump fake, up, banks it. No, but draws the foul again. Jackson Rasmussen picks up his second, and that'll put Pat McMahon at the line. You like to see the aggressiveness. You like to see Pat get in the line. You also don't want to see the anticipation of a call, and you want to make sure you continue to just go up and put it home.
Yeah, I was hoping he'd finish that one. It felt like when you get a guy in the air early, it allows you to get the bump, but then still have time to do what you want to do with the basketball. And right there, Pat just was unable to finish.
First free throw is good. Next shot. That's good as well. All right. Phenomenal night in the first half at the line for Pat McMahon, who is now 6 for 6 with 8 total points.
Yeah, Cat shooting 14 of 16. You shoot 88% and get to the line a lot, you're going to be all right.
Colton Mitchell with a shifty finish down to the left block. Wow. That was not easy. 12-point lead for MSU, final minute of the first half. Here's Pat McMahon on the right wing. Up to Stepp. Puts it on the floor, spins into the lane, spins into a double team, gets rid of it. Out to McMahon, right wing three. Front iron, no. And a foul going after the rebound. Howie Keene picks up his first.
Yeah, that's a foul you can live with by the freshman right there. You know, the amazing thing in this, too, is that coach has only had to play Jed Miller an extra 1 minute, so he picked up his foul with 10 minutes to go in the half. He's only played 1 additional minute in these last 10 minutes. Cats up 12.
Here's Mitchell, elbow jumper. Ooh, that's good. Man, Colton Mitchell is just saying, well, some other guys are struggling. This is my team right here, right now. And Mitchell has 13.
It's kind of what he did in the second half to get Idaho going down in Moscow. He's just started earlier.
Jeremiah Davis throws it over to Pat McMahon on the right wing. Then to step. He holds. Hands off for Davis. Out to McMahon. Works the right baseline. Throws back out to Davis. Rises for three. In and out. Rebound Idaho. Then it's knocked free. Recovered. Then a foul. That'll be the 6th team foul. So not free throws here for Idaho with 5 seconds left in the half. But the Cats up 10.
Yeah, and that took away a transition opportunity for Idaho. So might have been a foul that's worth giving when it doesn't put anybody on the free throw line.
Keene's second. All right, 5 seconds left in the half. Mitchell picks it up to the top, tries a three, high arcing shot, no good. And the Bobcats clear the rebound, and the first half comes to a close. All right, despite some foul trouble for Jed Miller, the Bobcats have a double-digit lead at the half, but plenty of work to go in the second half. All right, we'll step aside from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. It's MSU 36, Idaho 26. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Debilitating joint pain can keep you from doing the things you love most. At Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, we take a holistic approach to your orthopedic surgery, combining state-of-the-art orthopedic capabilities with whole health optimization. We'll work with you to identify and address any medical issues prior to your surgery. Our optimized health approach ensures your surgery is just the beginning of a new, pain-free life. Explore more at bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
Looking for the perfect place to fuel up before the game or celebrate a Bobcat win? Come on down to Ribbon Chop House. We have locations in Bozeman, Billings, Butte, Great Falls, and Livingston, where premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs meet unmatched hospitality. Join us on Tuesday nights at 6:30 in Bozeman for great food and fanfare with the Cat Chat Coaches Show. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching with friends, do it with flavor. Ribbon Chop House, proud partner of Montana State. Go Cats!
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Down Pump, who pump it up, pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road, pump it up, oh yeah.
Thinking about quitting tobacco or vaping? You don't have to do it alone. You don't have to wait for the perfect time. QuitNowMontana.com offers free confidential support 24/7. You'll get one-on-one coaching, proven tools, and resources designed to help you quit and stay quit. Whether it's your first try or your fifth, help is just a click away. Make today the day you take the first step toward a healthier future. Visit QuitNowMontana.com. All right, Cats up 36-26 at the half. And as we were coming back, you heard a huge roar as one of the fans hit the half-court shot in the Ribbon Chop House sponsorship. Then they get the 10K shot, so you get $10,000 if you hit the shot from the other baseline. Is it even possible to hit a shot from that far, Brian? Well, have you seen anybody other than the Globetrotters hit a shot like that?
Yeah, it happened to Cat Grizz about 6 years ago.
Okay.
Cat Grizz, a guy hit the full court shot to win the $10,000. Here,
how did he do it? Now, what was the strategy? Was it the overhand throw, or can you does anybody have enough lift to shoot that far?
I don't think so. Not with that scoreboard there, but I think he did it more the sidearm shot put thing, but somehow he got it to go in. The place exploded.
Yeah, kind of like a highlight that that sport with the big wicker thing on your hand.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, that's enough about that. Right now, Montana State leading 26-36 at the half against Idaho. And Brian, all in all, pretty darn good first half there for the Cats.
Yeah, they did what they had to do, right? You've got to find ways to score, and you got a lot of guys that have contributed to that. You got guys coming off the bench. You got Hodges doing his thing. Amanrud hits a 3. Stepp hits a couple shots and a free throw. Like, you did the things you had to do on the offensive end, and then on the defensive end, you took away Idaho's 3, and they're just a decapitated monster when you take away that 3. You go 1 for 10 from behind the arc, they're not going to beat you. I don't care what else happens. They will not beat you if they shoot 1 for 10 from behind the arc.
Stab the Cyclops in the eye, and, well, he can't see.
But when you think about what happened down there, it was kind of the same story. Bobcats did a great job in the first half, had an 18-point lead at half. They defended the 3 well, found ways to score, and Idaho came out and banged 8 threes early in the second half, and all of a sudden, it wasn't a pretty sight. So it's not about doing it for 20 minutes. It's about doing it for 40 minutes. Cats got to come out, same level of effort, same level of execution on the offensive end.
All right, we got another break from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position with Montana State leading 36-26 over the Vandals. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Ambient Air Solutions wants to take a moment to show our gratitude and to say thank you. Thank you to our frontline workers. Thank you to our doctors, nurses, and EMTs. Thank you to all the volunteers. And thank you to the Gallatin County community. Ambient Air Solutions is so grateful for your support for over 12 years. We are so blessed to live in such a beautiful place. Ambient Air Solutions is here for all your heating and cooling needs. Call us at 406-577-1818 to schedule your service today. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky Country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
Ready to upgrade your space? Choose the local experts at Futura Cabinetry Inc. With over 50 years of experience, no job is too small. From cabinets and counters to closets and full installations, we deliver exceptional craftsmanship at the best pricing in town. Come meet your neighbors at Bozeman's Best Cabinet Shop, Futura Cabinetry Inc. Quality, value, and experience you can trust.
Qdoba Bozeman is a proud partner of the Montana State Bobcats. Make your winning play at Qdoba. Show your spirit with your own salad, quesadilla, bowl, burrito, or nachos, and all your favorite toppings. Score big and add free guac and queso to your entree anytime, any day. Hungry yet? Stop by Qdoba at 855 South 29th Avenue right after the game for the ultimate flavor MVP.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Montana State University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
All right, we're getting ready to go for the second half. Montana State is leading 36-26 against the Vandals. All right, let's take a look at the First Interstate Bank out-of-town scoreboard right now. Take a look at some of the other Big Sky scores right now. Montana at home leading Eastern Washington by 2. It's Montana 36, Eastern Washington 34. Northern Colorado at the half leading at Weber State 42-33. Is anybody surprised Northern Colorado is starting to figure it out right now, Brian?
No, and they're scary. I'll tell you what, I would not want to play them in Starch Madness because they're a team that's really good. They just took a month off.
Yeah.
Literally.
If they were the bid into the big dance, that should not surprise anybody. Northern Arizona leading right now at Idaho State. They're up 40-34 at the half over there. And then for the women in the battle between first place and second place in Moscow, with both the Bobcats and the Vandals each holding one conference loss. And right now it is Montana State and Idaho in a tough fight at the moment, and Idaho leads it 32-28. So Idaho had jumped out to an early lead, and Montana State starting to battle back. Jamison Phillips got 7 points to lead the Bobcats right now. So that's what's going on over there. All right, we're going to take another break, getting ready to go for the second half between MSU and Idaho. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Who's ready to experience Montana's high alpine like never before? This winter, Big Sky Resort unveils Kirkcliff, a stunning 2-story glass observatory at the summit of Lone Peak, surrounded by unobstructed views spanning 3 states, 2 national parks, and countless mountain ranges. The most thrilling part of the experience, standing at 11,166 feet on a transparent glass floor. Plan your visit to Big Sky and experience Kirkcliff, redefining what it means to experience Montana's high country.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation.
Groundworks, official foundation repair company of Montana State Athletics. Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Kohl's gets it. Valentine's Day comes with expectations, grand expectations, telepathic expectations, and heart-shaped everything expectations. Yes, even waffles. Kohl's has gifts that rise to the occasion, from romantic to playful, sparkly to sweet, or all of the above. Plus, get 15% off some of your finds. So go ahead, exceed those Valentine's Day expectations with Kohl's. Select styles, offer ends February 16th. Some exclusions apply. See store or kohls.com for details.
Back at the break, getting ready to go for the second half. About 4.5 minutes away from the start of the second half. Bobcats leading 36-26 against the Vandals. Some of the numbers from that first half: MSU shot 37% from the field. They went 2 of 7 from downtown. That's 2 Wendy's 3 balls. And the big number, 14 of 16 from the free throw line. Idaho shoots 36% from the field, 1 of 10 from the three-point line, and only 1 free throw attempt, which was good. Other than that, we saw Montana State score 9 points off turnovers. They were -3 on the glass, but we saw the 6 blocks and 5 steals from MSU. Those are some very, very good numbers, and kind of feels like this defense is what's going to have to carry the Bobcats down the stretch to try to reach championship heights.
Yeah, I mean, you hold teams in the 20s in any given half, and you're going to be in a good place. And they did a great job defensively in the first half. It's as good as you can play. The offense was pretty good. I mean, I love the attacking nature. I love getting to the free throw line, forcing turnovers, causing chaos. They just got to find a way to continue it for 40 minutes. That's the one thing that we saw down in Moscow was Idaho was able to solve the defense in the second half, and you can't play one half, got to play 2.
All right, we'll step aside one more time. When we come back, we've got the start of the second half. It's the Bobcats 36 and the Vandals 26. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Fans, support both your favorite team and Montana State students. When you shop at the MSU bookstore, you help lower the price of course materials for Montana State students. The MSU bookstore is owned by MSU students and faculty and serves as the only not-for-profit campus bookstore in Montana. Shop online at msubookstore.org or on campus in the Strand Union building. Remember, Bobcat fans, when you shop at the MSU bookstore, all proceeds from your purchase goes directly to lowering the cost of course materials for Montana State students. Go Cats!
At Northwestern Energy, we're committed to helping all of our service areas thrive.
Because these communities are more than just spots on a map, they're our homes too.
From hosting charity events and funding local scholarships
to leading economic development projects, we'll continue to donate our time and resources
to help deliver a bright future for everyone. For more information, visit northwesternenergy.com/inyourcommunity.
Welcome to the bundle event. Entering now our undisputed tag team champions, the mid-size SUV and the mid-century modern. Together with a State Farm agent, this auto and home duo are a powerful force of savings, service, and customizable coverage. Now, let's get ready to bundle.
Contact Bozeman State Farm agent Dan Rust today.
Availability and amount of discounts and savings vary by state.
It was a nice spring day, so I decided to do a little work around the house. I didn't think anything of it. I've dug 1,000 holes 1,000 times until I hit a shallow gas line. The repair cost me over $5,000, and in one fell swoop, the family vacation was kaput. I know I'm not the only one, but it still hurts. Next time I'm calling 811 before I dig.
Learn from Jerry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org.
Getting ready to go for the second half of play between Montana State and Idaho. The Bobcats looking to go to 8-3 in conference action, looking for their 8th straight home win, and trying to send the Vandals back to 500, who entered play tonight at 5-4. All right, before we start this second half, let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. This is Montana State basketball. Keaton Gillogly alongside Brian Priebe, with Montana State leading 36-26 over Idaho, trying to avenge an early January loss. All right, Brian, here we go. Another 20 minutes. The Bobcats had an 18-point lead against Idaho at the half in Moscow, and it was those first 5 or 6 minutes, and that thing got evaporated in an instant. What do we need to see here in the second half?
Yeah, you just can't let them get going from three. They're so streaky, so hot, and they're going to come out aggressive. Mitchell's going to come out attacking. I'd expect Johnson to come out attacking. This Idaho team believes, they're pretty good, and they're trying to prove it on the road. Cats have got to weather the storm first few minutes.
All right, here we go. 20 minutes on the clock. They roll it out, and Colton Mitchell picks it up on a hop to start this second half. Vandals have it to our left. Pico Johnson works down to the left block. Bounce pass underneath. Robury makes the catch and lays it in. That was an easy bucket. First bucket for Brody Robury, who scored a total of 20 last weekend of the two games.
Yeah, good execution by Idaho. You're going to have a set play when you come out of the halftime break. They execute well. It's what it is.
Pass down underneath. King makes the catch and double dribble. Turnover by MSU. Vandals from right to left. Mitchell throws over the left wing for Payne. Back to Mitchell. Tries to drive. Bounce pass. Take it away. Pat McMahon with the steal. MSU into the front court. Over to Hodges at the top. Worked it on the right wing. Hands it off. Here's McMahon to the free throw line. Into the lane. Turns around. Fall away Jay. Front iron no. Miller skies for the rebound. Hand off for King. Back to Miller. Goes right around a Hodges screen. Pulls up. Right baseline jumper is good. Chad Miller poured it in. Boy, he's got to feel like he's had an off day today after the limited minutes of the first half.
Boy, and those legs look fresh, didn't they? He goes and get that rebound and then does his patented little baseline drive, pull up Jay, makes it happen.
And now he tips it free, and then a kick. Now Miller got a hand on it, then it bounced off somebody's foot. And it will stay with Idaho. Tough break, but I think the right call.
Yeah, tough break is right, because that's transition basket coming the other way. Looked like Jeremiah Davis was about to get out in front of everybody.
So Idaho gets to keep the basketball. They lob it in up to the top. There's Payne. Picks up the dribble, throws to Mitchell. Over to Robury, back to Mitchell. Works down to the right baseline, skip out left corner. Here's an open three. In and out. And the rebound tipped to Pat McMahon. So Rasmussen can't put it home. 10-point lead for MSU, and we got an offensive foul, an illegal screen on Hodges. That's his second foul.
Yeah, it's a tough call there. Hodges just slowed down to create the angle for Jed to drive. Jed gets in there, knocks down a little 12-footer. But the official makes the call and goes the other way.
Pico Johnson inside, down to the right block. Banks it no, but draws the foul. Pat McMahon picks up the foul. And Johnson will go to the line. See every pulse-pounding, buzzer-beating play in astounding detail with a patient experience second to none. Experienced doctors and advanced technology. Vance Thompson Vision, the official LASIK and cataract surgeon of the Bobcats, is your home for laser vision correction. Learn more at VanceThompsonVision.com. Pico Johnson hits the first free throw. Next. That's good. 4 points for Pico. MSU across the timeline. Jed Miller's got the standing dribble. Goes left around the screen, bounce to the elbow, back to Miller, turns inside, bounce pass down to the cutting Hodges, who gets inside and floats it home. 6 points for Chris Hodges. Great pass, and Hodges able to finish.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to see how Jed is the man who stirs the Bobcat drink when it comes to offense.
Boy, and it can be a potent drink at its best. Mitchell, skip pass, tip free. Pat McMahon got a hand on the passing lane, and King grabs the tipped ball. Out to McMahon, around to Miller. Miller right, back to McMahon, and then again to Miller. Moves to the right wing, picks up the dribble, fires a three. Front iron, no. Tracks out his own rebound, put back up, no, and draws the foul. He had Pico Johnson's hand in his cookie jar, and he went right back up with it off the rebound, and he'll have 2 free throws as Pico Johnson picks up his third.
Yeah, Jed called for the ball screen and actually switched Pico back onto him. Had the big fella in a pretty good spot and able to chase down that rebound. And just like at Portland State, caught it and shot it almost in the same motion, draws the foul, and gets himself opportunities to score.
Yeah, he did do that. That was such a wily play where he jumped up, put his hand on the ball as he was going after the rebound, felt the contact, and then just pushed it up to draw the foul as that shot is through. Jed Miller now with 4 points in the second half, 6 total. Bobcats up by 12, 17-27 to go in the ball game.
The other thing that sold that foul at Portland State was he immediately said, I was shooting. And the officials said, yeah, I think you might have been.
Down to the left baseline, Brickner, skip out to the right corner, extra pass to the top. Robury throws down to the baseline. Brickner in deep, nowhere to go. He's down to the restricted area, jacks it up, no. Rebound popped in the air, corralled by Idaho. Out to Mitchell, open three. Swirls off, no. King had the rebound knocked out of his hands, and Jeremiah Davis picks up the loose ball.
Boy, the Cats have gotten away with a couple defensive lapses, a couple wide open threes. Idaho hasn't converted.
Around to the right wing. Here's Miller, out to McMahon. Thought about a three. Crosses over, one-on-one, down to the left block, puts it up off the glass, swirls home. Pat McMahon with 10 points, his first bucket in the second half. 14-point advantage for MSU. Idaho setting it up. Brickner pulls up near the free throw line. That jumper's no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds, and it's going to Montana State. Well, you give up free throw line jumpers.
Yeah, free throw line jumpers against Idaho, that's like you're begging them to take those. You leave them wide open to take those. They don't want to take those, and their offense is all out of sorts. And again, credit Bobcat defense for creating that confusion.
Here's Hodges out on the right wing. Works his way down to the post. He goes one-on-one against Robury. Backing in, spins left shoulder, hooks it up. No good, off the inside of the iron. Rebound, Idaho.
Still good possession, aggressive in nature, and the defense is set going the other direction.
Mitchell got tied up. Jeremiah Davis came in and put 2 hands on the rock, and the Bobcats will take the ball back. And Jeremiah Davis, once again, has been a star on the defensive side. Let's take a break from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Serving all your garage door needs, StoreTech is raising the door on quality. 16 minutes to go in the game. Montana State leading Idaho 44-30. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
It was a nice spring day, so I decided to do a little work around the house. I didn't think anything of it. I've dug 1,000 holes 1,000 times until I hit a shallow gas line. The repair cost me over $5,000, and in one fell swoop, the family vacation was kaput. I know I'm not the only one, but it still hurts. Next time I'm calling 811 before I dig.
Learn from Jerry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, But in about 7 billion years, it's going to explode, obliterating the Earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive 5-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
Join Champs New Kids Club, presented by Billings Clinic Bozeman. Your $50 membership fee gets you game tickets, Bobcat gear, and more. Sign up today at msubobcats.com/Champs Kids Club. 16 minutes to go in the ball game. Bobcats leading 44-30 over the Vandals. We are courtside First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Brian, you're perusing the stat sheet. What stands out?
Yeah, Cats again just continue to kind of seal the same formula. Idaho 0 for 2 from 3. They've got 3 second-half turnovers in just 4 minutes. Cats are killing them on the turnover department, at the free throw line, at the three-point line. It's just all around right now in Montana State with possession, a chance to build up to back up to their biggest lead of the game.
Bobcats sitting in a tie for second place in the Big Sky with Montana at 7-3. And it is idle. Portland State sitting at 9-1. MSU moving the ball around right now. Miller gets to the left elbow, bounce into the post. Here's Hodges. He's got the mismatch. Gets himself into the paint, hooks it up. Oh, off the inside of the iron. Just a little more touch, everything but the finish. Bounce pass underneath. Rasmussen. Reverse layup is good. Boy, he really struggled in that first half. Gets his first bucket in the second half. He also kind of struggled last time out with just 2 points against NAU. Here's Miller looking for room. Throws to Hodges at the elbow. He wants to move it. Takes it to the wing on the right side. Hand off for Davis, working hard to get the ball. Bounce pass back to Hodges, and he floats it up and home. Man, terrific bounce pass by Jeremiah Davis. And Chris Hodges now with 8.
8.6 boards, 3 blocks. I'd say that's a pretty good night for your big fella.
And 8 shot attempts, not, kind of turtling up after you miss a few shots as Jeremiah Davis picks up a foul. I mean, we've seen Hodges get aggressive, hunt his shot for stretches, then a miss or two, and maybe we don't see that as often, but 8 shots taken, that is actually one of the more important numbers when you're evaluating Hodges right now.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
From the free throw line into the lane, it's stripped free by Miller, loose on the floor, bodies diving down, and Idaho wins the 50-50 ball despite the hustle. And now Mitchell gets a clear path to the lane, and he missed the bunny layup. Bobcats have the rebound. Here's King to the mid-post, pulls up the jumper, swirls out, and Idaho has the rebound with the Cats up 46-32, 14.5 to play in the game. Jack Payne throws it up to the top. Joba throws over to the right wing for Mitchell. Lob down into the post, right side. Back out to Mitchell, around to the top, over to the left wing, into the lane. Brickner scoops it up, scoops it home. Brickner able to finish it off. He's got 6.
And Idaho seems to be able to score a little bit here in the second half, but they've not been able to stop Montana State, and they're down 2 coming out of break.
Bobcats 4 for 9 from the field in the second half. Oh, and now a miscommunication. That pass got tipped, stolen, and Mitchell lays it in transition. First bucket for Mitchell in the second half. He's got 15. Coach Payne coaching him hard. Hodges nodding his head, patting himself on the chest, ready to lock in. Miller comes back right around the screen, down to the right corner, pulls up for a jumper. That 3-ball is good. Jed Miller said, I'll take this, and knocks down the right corner. Wendy's 3-ball. MSU up by 13.
Yeah, and the Cats have 2 or 3 possessions that don't go well. Jed Miller says, fine, let me just make a 3 real quick. Stem that tide.
On the drive, into the lane, kick out right corner, out to the right wing. Mitchell pumps the 3, steps inside, takes a hesitating jumper, and it's good. Now you ran him off the 3-point line. That's a good thing, and he definitely thought twice about that elbow J, but it did fall. 11-point lead at MSU. 13 minutes to go in the game.
Yeah, and again, that 2 points hurts, but that 3 points a killer, and it gets him going.
Miller, mid-range J, that's no good. Idaho the rebound, and they've got a chance to make it a single-digit game with 12:50 to go in the contest. Ball moving around the perimeter, handoff out of the left wing for Payne. Lob into the post. Rasmussen makes the catch. He's in a double team, and he found a way to finish in traffic. He was doubled in that restricted area and just kind of threw it up, knowing right where the rim was.
Yeah, back-to-back buckets by Rasmussen, maybe getting him going a little bit.
Miller off a screen to the elbow. Up to King. Spins into the mid-post. Throws back out to McMahon. Still 12 to shoot. McMahon into the lane, down to the block, and draws the fouls. He was going up to take the shot. So McMahon will get 2 free throws. And the foul is on Seth Joba, his 3rd.
So your Bobcats seniors on back-to-back possessions. Jed gets himself a 3 and kind of stems some offensive lull, and then Pat McMahon, 2 possessions later, drives it in there and draws contact and gets the line.
First free throw is good. Know what's below? Tap, clicker, call 811 before you dig. Brought to you by Montana, 811.org. You know, it's such a fascinating and consistent phenomenon. I'm sure you've seen, especially in your coaching days, Brian, when guys hit that senior year and that light bulb goes off and you know your time is limited and you know it's your team, as McMahon knocks down that free throw, you see the changes in these young men.
Yeah, it's phenomenal, and it is very consistent. And it's going to be really interesting to see how that plays out with seniors that don't play at one place, because there's just going to be so few of them going forward.
Now the Bobcats are lucky to have 2 in Jed Miller and Pat McMahon. Long skip pass into the right corner. Biko Johnson got blocked. Howie Keene got out there and knocked away that 3-point shot. And now Pat McMahon jumps the passing lane in transition. 2-hand slam. Oh, this is your team, Pat McMahon, making big-time plays. And now Jed Miller knocks it free, and they call the foul. That'll take us to a break. Otherwise, this place would have blown the roof off. Let's step aside. Pat McMahon with the active hands and the big transition slam from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 11:39 to go in the game. Bobcats leading 53-40 against the Vandals. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Great houses start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with a mortgage with Sarah Kelzer and team at Rate. She is Bozeman's trusted mortgage specialist with 20 years experience that knows the neighborhood. We have great rates and personalized home lending solutions, and our decisions are made quickly so you can move into your dream home sooner. Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Call Sarah at 406-580-6604 or apply online. Equal housing lender subject to credit approval. NMLS number 400361.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road. Pump it up. Oh, yeah.
Here's to home. Here's to Northwest Crossing, where kids can be kids, and adults can also be kids, and new neighbors feel like old friends. Welcome to Bozeman, Montana's newest master planned community. Life here comes with nearby top-rated Bozeman schools, on-site eateries and retail, office space, parks, trails, and so much more, including new homes from the 500s to 800s, exclusively built by Williams Homes. Learn more at nwxbzn.com. nwxbzn.com.
Sure to make it down to Montana's Rib and Chop House for Cat Chat on Tuesday night at 6:30 p.m. each Tuesday during the conference season with head coach Trisha Binford and head coach Matt Logie. And this week we'll actually have the dance team there as well. So have a little more pomp and circumstance over at the Rib and Chop House on Tuesday night, again at 6:30. If you can't make it, you can tune in on the radio, on the Varsity app, or on YouTube. All right, with the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, it's 11:39 to go in the ball game. Bobcats lead at 53-40 over the Vandals, and some defense turning into offense going into that last break.
Yeah, absolutely. Pat McMahon gets the steal after the Howie Keene block shot and is converting that into a big-time play.
Biko Johnson for 3. That's good. And Biko Johnson able to pour it in from deep. It's his first 3 of the night. Keaton's 41st of the year, and that makes it a 10-point game. Jed Miller throws up to Jaden Stepp, then to Pat McMahon, turns the free throw line down to the left block, throws back out to Stepp, puts it on the deck. He goes to the rack with the right hand, scoop up, got it on the reverse left-handed layup. After that ball got kind of knocked out of his hands, found a way to keep the possession. 5 points for Stepp.
Yeah, I didn't think he had to go to the other side of the rim to finish that, but chose to do that.
And now he's got the defense on the other side as Biko Johnson tried to draw a foul, and Stepp just stayed stationary. Almanrud to McMahon to Miller. Miller goes over to the left wing. Jaden Stepp. Chest pass to Almanrud at the top. Turns into the lane. Throws back out. Jaden Stepp puts up a three. That's no good. Rebound tipped, and Idaho won it. Boy, good shot, though. And now in transition to the cup, lefty slam. Seth Joba rips it home. He's got 7. That's still a 10-point lead for MSU with 10.5 to play.
Yeah, and the Bobcats didn't rotate back right there. Jed got caught on the baseline, and then Seth went after the offensive rebound, and Joba just gets an easy 2.
10.25 to play in the game. Miller to the elbow. Pulls up. Jumper. Front iron, no. Rebound, Idaho. Biko Johnson setting it up at the top. Those to the left wing for Joba. Looking for the post. Didn't find Brickner. Has to go back up to Biko. Biko Johnson down to the left block. Gets underneath. Jacks it up. That's no good. Rebound tipped in loose. Johnson got it again. Working out on the left block. That did not hit the rim. 5 to shoot. Fall away jumper. No good. High rebound tipped. Loose. And a foul. That's going on Idaho. And it will be the Bobcats ball with 9:39 to go in the game. 55-45. MSU leading. Blassingame picking up the foul.
Really good job by the Bobcats right there. They're doing a great job of staying down. A lot of Idaho penetrations that lead to shot fakes and different things. Stay on your feet, force them to finish over you, and clean up the glass.
All right, now directing traffic. Give it to Hodges. The Bobcats work offensively to our right. Handoff for Miller on the left wing. Has the handles. Moves to the top. Now curls into the lane. Bounce pass underneath on the back cut. Almanrud lays it in off that right baseline cut. 5 points for Almanrud. First bucket in the second half.
Yeah, I really like that penetration. Again, all eyes on Jed. Guys can cut and be open because everybody's paying attention to what Miller's doing.
Biko throws into the left corner for Brickner. Gets himself into the paint on the Big Sky logo. Bounce pass back out beyond the arc. Biko Johnson working on Hodges, and they call the foul. Hodges picks up his third. From jerseys to hats and more fan favorites, find everything you need to gear up for game day at Kohl's and Kohls.com. And Coach Logie's going to use a timeout. Pickleball is the fastest growing sport in the U.S. for a reason. It's instantly fun, easy to learn, but can take years to master. And Pickler Bozeman's state-of-the-art indoor facility is truly spectacular. 13 courts, a full gym, and shower facilities with tons of space for private events and parties. Drop in and see what everybody is talking about. Take the cold out of winter and join the fun. All right, let's take a break for the first Interstate Bank broadcast position. 8:55 to go in the game. Montana State leads it 57-45. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Ready to upgrade your space? Choose the local experts at Futura Cabinetry Inc. With over 50 years of experience, no job is too small. From cabinets and counters to closets and full installations, we deliver exceptional craftsmanship at the best pricing in town. Come meet your neighbors at Bozeman's Best Cabinet Shop, Futura Cabinetry Inc. Quality, value, and experience you can trust.
Game day or work day, Montanans count on strength, precision, and reliability. At DoorTech, we bring the same championship mindset to every garage door we install, service, and repair. Rooted in 6 generations of Montana grit and committed to excellence, we're proud to serve the Gallatin Valley and proud to cheer on the Bobcats. DoorTech, rooted in family, committed to excellence, focused on you. Come see us at our new location in Belgrade, 195 High K Street, or visit DoorTechMT.com.
Congratulations to Montana State Bobcats football FCS champions. And now it's time for your championship moment. Never before seen in Bozeman, it's the game time proposal event at Goldsmith Gallery Jewelers. Get the ring she'll say yes to and get a 75-inch Samsung TV with your purchase. Plus, you also get the anything promise. If anything happens to your ring, we've got it covered. Free. Make the winning move at Goldsmith Gallery Jewelers in Bozeman. See us for details.
Hey, Bobcat fans, your support through the Bobcat Collective powers NIL opportunities for our Bobcat student athletes, helping them thrive on and off the field. Join today and make a real impact. With the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, Coach Logie using a timeout. Now, that was the first call timeout of the second half, so we'll have another stoppage here shortly with 8:55 to go in the game. Montana State leading 57-45 against Idaho. And hang on now, we've also got a little blood on the jersey of Chris Hodges, kind of on his oblique. So we'll get an extra 60 seconds, and every second you can save to get Jed Miller an extra drink of water is a good one.
Yeah. Well, and Jed should be fresh. Jed's feeling good right now. He needs a little legs in the jumper. He's left two straight short, but I trust he'll find that rhythm here in the second half as Hodges getting a little blood cleaned off the jersey.
So we'll get that worked out. Get the 60 seconds. They start the stopwatch at the scores table, and they got it done. You know, like a pit stop at NASCAR.
There you go, 60 seconds. You do 60-second pit stop in NASCAR, you're going to be in last place.
Idaho inbounds the ball. Long skip pass into the first row seats. A turnover. So another turnover here for Idaho. Their 13th of the night. Not a steal, but of note, Bobcats have 9 steals and 7 blocks.
Yeah, and Bobcats force 14 turnovers a game. They're well on pace to do that tonight.
And only 6 turnovers for MSU after that was a bit of an issue in the losses against Sac State and Portland State. Here's Jeremiah Davis, mid-post left side. Stepping through, puts it up. Contested shot is no good. Idaho has the rebound. Big possession here, trying to make it a 10, maybe a 9-point game. Working out the top, Brickner. Left around a screen, weaves into the lane, and we got a whistle, and I missed it. I got completely screened. I did not see what happened.
Jeremiah Davis got in there and deflected the ball, ended up going out of bounds. It actually looks like it might have gone off Brickner, but I think Jeremiah Davis might have also grabbed the wrist.
Idaho to inbound. Mitchell gets it in, then receives a handoff, throws to the top. Here's a 3. Back iron, no. Rebound tipped. McMahon got the first hand, and Jed Miller pulls it down after that. Idaho right now just 2 for 15 from the three-point line. Miller down to the right block. Bounce pass into the post. Hodges brings it back out of the post and hands it off for Miller. Comes right to the wing, rises for 3. No good, but a foul. I think he had his foot on the line. There should be 2 free throws. No, they're going to give him the 3. So 3 free throws coming for Jed Miller. But after this timeout, second foul on Trayvon Blassingame. For the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 7:52 to go in the game. Bobcats leading 57-45 over the Vandals. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Yeah, they're...
Looking for the perfect place to fuel up before the game or celebrate a Bobcat win? Come on down to Rib and Chop House. We have locations in Bozeman, Billings, Butte, Great Falls, and Livingston, where premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs meet unmatched hospitality. Join us on Tuesday nights at 6:30 in Bozeman for great food and fanfare with the Cat Chat Coaches Show. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching with friends, do it with flavor. Rib and Chop House, proud partner of Montana State. Go Cats!
The power of we believes in you. It advocates for you. It completes your circle. It makes sure you have the strongest circle possible. And with Intermountain Health in yours, you'll always have the care you need to live the healthiest life possible. That's the power of we. Intermountain Health.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land-grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
On the go, I want to stay connected to live college sports anywhere in the country. Download the free Varsity Network app available on Apple and Android. With new features this season, it's easier than ever to listen live and keep up with your favorite teams. Don't miss a moment. Get the Varsity Network app now. From the First Interstate Bank broadcast position at the Brick in Bozeman, 7:52 to go in the ball game. Montana State leads 57-45 against Idaho, and Jed Miller was fouled on a 3. They did go back and review that during the timeout. So Jed Miller is going to the stripe now. Miller, the fourth-year senior out of Southern California, actually did a prep school year, one of those prep schools out of high school that doesn't count towards your eligibility. First free throw is no good. And Miller had that 3-game stretch, scoring 24 points a game, 7 rebounds per game. Next free throw is good. And in that span, he hit 58% from the field, 55% from 3, and 12 of 14 from the free throw line.
Yeah, he was rolling, and no one can keep that going forever, but Jed is so valuable to this team, it's just hard to describe.
Of course, Bobcat fans have seen that the last couple of years with some of the different point guards that have come through. Into the lane. Kick back out as Idaho works offensively. Left corner 3 is good. That one rattles home from Jack Payne. 11-point lead for MSU. 7.5 to play. Miller down to the left baseline. Bouncing to Hodges in the post. Had his pocket picked. Loose, tipped, and stolen by Idaho. And now Pat McMahon takes it back for the 10th steal of the night.
Yeah, and Jeremiah took that ball when Mitchell dove to create the turnover. The ball went straight off of Jeremiah Davis's face. Looks like it might have hit him in the eye. If your eye's open there, that would not feel good, and Bobcats will have to make a sub.
Jeremiah Davis missed about a game and a half with that elbow injury, but was luckily able to get back in there pretty quickly. MSU up by 11 with the ball. 7 minutes to go. Boy, this game still kind of feels like it's hanging in the balance here. Miller throws up to the top for Almenrud. Goes left around the McMahon screen, down to the left block. 8 to shoot. Almenrud in the lane, puts up the floater, and it's good. Seth Almenrud finishes it off from the middle of the paint.
Cats just able to keep Idaho at arm's length here throughout the second half.
Mitchell into the lane, forces it up and in. Colton Mitchell able to get it to go.
Yeah,
19-point game for Mitchell.
Yeah, right there. Big Chris Hodges has a chance to come over and block that shot. He stays home instead.
Pat McMahon moving it around with MSU up by 11. Almenrud into the lane, pulls up for the Big Sky logo, and it's good. Well, if you're just going to give it to him.
It's literally the exact same shot he just made 30 seconds ago. I think he's proven it. Might not want to give it to him again.
9-point game for Almenrud. Mitchell down to the left block, puts it high off the glass. No, rebound tip. King had it, then it was tipped free, and now Almenrud picks up the loose ball.
Hodges changed that shot in a big way.
It's a great game for Chris Hodges today. 5:50 remaining. Can the Bobcats close it out for their 8th conference win and their 14th win overall? Down to the right block. McMahon into the post. Pump fake. Goes up. Kicks it out to Almenrud. Around to Miller. 8 to shoot. Miller puts it on the floor to the right wing. Comes back to his left. Steps back. Topside 3. High arcing shot. No good. Rebound Idaho. 5.5 remaining. Payne throws out to the top. Rasmussen over to the right wing for Biko Johnson, working on Pat McMahon. Throws around to the left wing now. Jack Payne down to it, to the post. Robury, 10 to shoot. Draws the foul and one. Chris Hodges bit. That's his 4th. And Robury going to the line trying to complete a 3-point play with 5:09 to go.
Yeah, it's a tough one right there. Chris had him in jail, and once you leave your feet, you're just you're at their mercy, and Roberry does a nice job of drawing the foul and does a great job of finishing.
Roberry trying to finish it off at the line. The fourth-year senior out of Meridian, Idaho, hits it. Pretty good free throw shooter for a big man at 78%.
Yeah, he and Mitchell must have been high school teammates at some point. Oh, not Mitchell.
No, Mitchell was Coeur d'Alene.
Yeah, it's the
Jack Payne was from Boise.
They have 2 kids from Meridian High School.
Here's Pat McMahon over on the right elbow. Throws out to Step. Handoff for Miller. Working in the left corner. 8 to shoot. Back to Step at the elbow. Goes against Roberry in the post. Kick out. Almenrud. 5 to shoot. Almenrud into the lane. 3 underneath to Step. Knocked out of bounds. Staying here with 1.2 on the shot clock.
You always got a couple plays you keep in your back pocket for short shot clock situations on OB under.
All right, Miller will inbound. And he tried to throw it off of Roberry's back. Skimmed off him, and a shot clock violation. All right, 10-point game with MSU leading, 4:37 to go. It's been even since halftime.
Feels like a big stop right here for Montana State.
Getting to that point of the season where every stop, every shot, every possession is massive. Biko Johnson into the lane down to the left block, pivoting around, throws out to the top. Rasmussen throws to the left wing for Johnson. Working on King. A lot of dribbles here. Steps back for a contested 3. Missed it left. Got his own rebound and draws the foul on the shot in the middle of the lane. And Jed Miller picks up his 3rd.
That's a really disappointing result. You get a guy to shoot effectively an air ball from 3 and unable to secure that rebound. Idaho 3 for 17 on the night from behind the arc.
Biko Johnson knocks it down. One more coming. By the way, the women trailing by 2 early in the fourth quarter at Idaho. And Eastern Washington has a 6-point lead against Montana with 8 minutes to go in the game. Next free throw is good for Biko. The Bobcats have the ball. Boy, and especially with the lack of depth for Montana State, to earn even a top 2 seed for the Big Sky tournament would be massive to get that extra day off. Handoff for Almenrud. Gets the free throw line into the lane. Runner is up and good. Seth Almenrud making a living from the Big Sky logo in the lane.
3 in a row he's made from that spot. 3 straight buckets he scored for the Bobcats. Great contribution off the bench.
Out to Biko Johnson. Around to the right wing for Brickner. Guarded by Pat McMahon. He moves the bodies around. 9 to shoot. Brickner weaving into the lane. Down to the right block. Fall away jumper. Got it. Timeout, Idaho. What a finish by Brickner. Easy to see why he went for 31 against NAU on Saturday last week. All right, let's take a break. First Interstate Bank broadcast position. MSU leading 65-57 over the Vandals with 3:31 to go in the game. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. outside the box for your complete branding solutions. Located in Bozeman, Montana, we offer a full print shop for banners, signs, wraps, trade show booths and graphics, promotional products, and much more. If you can think it, we can ink it. We are a proud supporter and corporate sponsor of the MSU Bobcats. Like us on Facebook to see some of our cat wraps. Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. and call us at 406-922-6462 or visit us on the web at inkoutside.com.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee-owned and serves southwest Montana with 9 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
with the First Interstate Bank broadcast position with 3:31 to go in the game. Montana State leading Idaho 65-57 at home, looking for their 8th consecutive home win. And right now, Montana trailing against Eastern Washington. So if scores were to stay the same, with a lot of basketball left, it would put MSU in second place by themselves. Brian, here we go. I mean, you got to find a way to get these games done at home. How do the Bobcats take this ball game right now?
Yeah, I think it's about being aggressive here. You just cannot be trying to back into this. You can't let off the gas. This is a possession where you've got to go and make plays. You're giving up a couple free throws right here, but the Bobcats just have got to go after him. McMahon and Miller, Amundrud keep driving in the middle of the paint. You're 5 for 5. If they'll keep giving you that angle, take it. Can't be hesitant, can't run clock, got to go attack.
Man, what a colossal 3.5-minute stretch this is about to be. Both men's and women's team right now, a combined undefeated record at home in Big Sky play. MSU facing a little full court pressure here. It's into Christian King, back to Miller, back to King. Got to get it across here, 3-2, and he's across. MSU into the front court to set it up, leading 65-57. A little bit of nervous energy in the building right now.
Yeah, it's kind of quiet in here considering everything that's happening.
It's a good crowd again tonight. Jed Miller setting it up at the top, 8 to shoot. Miller with 7. Miller to the right, 5. Miller on the right wing, 4 to the free throw line, pulls up jumper, that's short, and out of bounds. The Bobcats unable to finish it off.
They did run 30 seconds there. I will say, if anything about that possession, it was 30 seconds run off and a dead ball situation, so you've got your defense set.
Idaho now with the ball from right to left. They're only 3 of 17 from the three-point line tonight. Vandals pushing it around, trailing by 8. Out of the perimeter, Rasmussen hands it off for Biko Johnson with the lefty dribble to the free throw line, throws back out to Robury, then to Brickner. He works inside, goes to the rack, high off the glass, no. Long rebound grab by Almenrud, and it was Chris Hodges again with the interior defense.
Boy, and Chris avoided the foul right there, which would have been his 5th. That was a huge play by him. He and Miller both with 4 fouls.
Bobcats with the ball, 2.5 to play, trying to finish it off. Miller out on the right wing, right around a screen. To the free throw line, rises, fires, in and out, and Idaho has the rebound. Vandals into the front court, down 8, 2.25 to play. To the top, Rasmussen on the drive against Hodges, goes up, got blocked from behind. Hodges grabs the rebound, and the Bobcats have the ball.
Bobcat D again.
And then a foul.
And the foul is only the 5th team foul, so nothing there. 2 minutes to go.
Brickner picks up his 2nd. All right, well, the Cats have missed a couple shots here, but they're still getting stops defensively.
Yeah, the defense is carrying them home right now.
Almenrud inbounds deep into the backcourt. Christian King tracks it down, tries to throw it off of a Vandal, and he does. It goes out of bounds, and they're calling it to Idaho.
Yeah, just a poor pass by Almenrud on the inbound. He had Pat McMahon open initially, turned it down, trying to get the ball to Jed. Jed got covered and panicked a little bit.
Only a couple possessions left in this 8-point game with the Bobcats leading. 2 minutes left in the contest. Biko Johnson crosses over, lost the dribble, able to recover over on the right sideline. Johnson with 7 to shoot, into the lane, going to the rack, scoops it up, good and 1. Christian King of the defense got a little bit behind him in the back hip. King picks up his first foul and a chance at a 3-point play for Biko Johnson. It's a weird play.
Yeah, that was a really weird play. Unfortunate bounce and break for Montana State as Biko has a chance to cut this to a 5-point margin.
Biko Johnson had a big game, including that second half in Idaho. 11 points for Biko right now. So Christian King came up wincing after that play. That free throw's no good, and Pat McMahon wins the rebound and got whacked by Isaiah Brickner. 6th team foul, so MSU will still inbound here with 1:44 to go. A 2-possession, 6-point Bobcat lead.
Yeah, great time for Idaho to miss their first free throw of this ball game.
Miller gets it into McMahon, back to Miller. A little bit of time to get across here. Double team trap comes, pass to McMahon and ahead across the timeline to Seth Almenrud. Handoff for Miller, and MSU can set it up with 95 seconds left and a 6-point advantage.
A score here would be tremendous. Push us back to a 3-possession game.
The Bobcats are in a 2.5-minute scoring drought. Miller to the mid-post, back to Hodges at the top. Handoff with 6 to shoot. Here's King to the elbow. 4 to shoot. Fall-away jumper. It's good. Low percentage shot. Doesn't matter when it goes in. And MSU back to an 8-point advantage. 68 seconds left. Biko Johnson against Jed Miller. Driving a kick. Left corner 3. That's through. And a timeout, Idaho. Seth Joba knocks it down. 1:02 remaining. Still a 6-point lead for MSU, 67-52. The Bobcat coaching staff just beside themselves.
Yeah, I mean, they've done such a great job all night guarding the 3. And right there, Chris Hodges, who has done a great job not helping off Joba in the corner, gives up space and pays for it dearly.
Town Pump, the exclusive sponsor of the exciting Brawl the Wild, invites you to visit a Town Pump store on your way home for gas and snacks. Safe travels from Town Pump. 1:02 remaining, 67-62. Bobcats leading. And here we go, just trying to find a way. It doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to go any particular way. There's only one thing you want at the end of 40 minutes, and that's to have more points than the other team, as Jeremiah Davis does come back in after he caught that ball off his eye.
Yeah, and they need a little bit of ball handling. That'll be helpful. Right here, Idaho's, they can press through the backcourt, but when it breaks the timeline, they're going to have to foul down 2 possessions.
Jed Miller passes along the baseline. Now King will try to get it in. He gets it to Miller, working along the right sideline, breaks past one man, then speeds past another, takes it into the front court. Wow, what handles from Jed Miller. Picks up the dribble and then draws the foul on Biko Johnson. They did not want him to foul there. That's the 4th foul on Biko. And it's a 1-and-1 here for Jed Miller.
Boy, and Alex Priebe not happy. He was not trying to foul. Looked like they were going to try and run that out a little bit longer. Yeah, Biko reached in there. It looked like he was making a play. Official makes a reasonable deduction that he's trying to intentionally foul.
Jed Miller. The front end of a 1-and-1 is no good. So Idaho gets what they need. 50 seconds left, 5-point game. Idaho with the ball trailing. Biko Johnson at the top. Throws over to the left wing, Rasmussen. Handoff for Brickner, left wing. Swings it through, gets down to the lefty dribble. Inside, lays it good. We got a 1-possession game with 39 seconds left into Jeremiah Davis in the backcourt and draws the foul. So now Jeremiah Davis will go to the line.
Also a 1-and-1.
So here we go. Davis had 9 points in the first half. He's been a stalwart defensively today. He's 76% from the free throw line on the season. The front end of the 1-and-1. What a massive shot here in a 3-point game. Puts it up and got it. Oh, that's a big shot. 10 points for Jeremiah Davis. Big shot, 4-point lead.
Big shot is right. This place was silent.
Kind of unnerving. It's up and in. Boy, you love to see some clutch shots from Jeremiah Davis. Starting to learn what he's made of this year. 5-point lead for the Bobcats, 33 seconds left. Mitchell draws the foul. A little bit of a push on Jeremiah Davis. That's the 9th team foul. He put his hand on the hip there as Mitchell was driving, kind of displaced him, and that was a clear view from the official.
That's a pretty rare call to see a guy who's driving and passing. Joba would have been right back in the corner again.
So 1-and-1 here for Mitchell. 78% free throw shooter. For his 20th point of the night, it's good. Oh, man. 69, 65, 32 seconds left. Bobcats just trying to crawl to the finish line here. This is what it's going to be like every night. Next shot is good. Sub in. Passing game in. Mitchell off for a little extra length and defense. 3-point game, 32 seconds left. Of course, Idaho, a dynamic 3-point shooting team. Miller from the baseline. Trying to get it in here and uses the timeout. You could see him go through one read, another. Didn't have it. Wisely makes the decision to call the timeout.
I'll bet you a quarterback in football would love that option. You go through your first 3 reads, don't see a guy call timeout, and you can reset the play.
Yeah, well, hey, you're almost ready to transition to Super Bowl Sunday for the Seahawks.
Getting close.
Oh. All right, here we go. 32 seconds left. 2-second differential between the shot and game clock. Bobcats up 69-66. MSU trying to fight through this full court pressure.
Yeah, and I'd imagine Idaho here will try and trap in the backcourt or make a play, use the 10-second violation on their side. But once you cross the timeline, you've got to foul instantly. Otherwise, Cats can just run the clock out. Obviously, they won't do that. So Bobcats got to get it in first. You got a timeout if you need it, but you don't want to use it. You're going to be shooting a 1-and-1 with a foul.
Each team with one timeout. Pat McMahon will inbound to the baseline. Looking and looking. Still looking. Finds Miller deep in the corner. Works his speed along the right sideline. Crosses over. Still in the backcourt. And draws the foul. And Jed Miller will go to the line as Brickner fouls out. On the go and want to stay connected to live college sports anywhere in the country? Download the free Varsity Network app available on Apple and Android with new features this season. It's easier than ever to listen live and keep up with your favorite teams. Don't miss a moment. Get the Varsity Network app now. So Jed Miller going to the line. Bobcats are 22 of 26 from the free throw line today. That has been a huge portion of their offense, leading 69-66.
Yeah, a third of their points at the foul line. 2 big free throws right here, though.
Front end of the 1-and-1 is good. Jed Miller, cool, calm, collected. He's got a dozen. Great balance for the Bobcats today. Miller's next shot is good. That makes it a 5-point lead with 27 seconds left. All right, get at least one deep breath in. Colton Mitchell across the timeline. Shot clock is off. Mitchell at the top, on the drive, going to the rack. Tried to draw the foul, missed the layup. McMahon with a rebound. Bounce pass to Miller. He works down that left sideline into the front court. Miller draws the foul and will put this baby on ice.
Boy, that's a big miss. Mitchell gets all the way to the rim, and he's got an easy look. But he shorthands it, and McMahon comes away with a monster rebound.
Well, it looked like he was trying to draw the foul. He kind of jumped toward McMahon with that right arm out and then scooped it up.
Yeah, and McMahon did a good job of giving him space. We'll give up the 2. Don't want to put you at the line.
Free throw is good. How about this? So 9 free throw attempts for Idaho today. Well, the Bobcats have 10 steals. They've got more steals than free throws allowed by the other team, which gives you an indication of how well they've played defensively as Miller hits another free throw, 73-66. 13 seconds left. Biko Johnson across the timeline, 10 seconds, rises and fires. The deep 3 ball's no good. McMahon with another rebound, and the Bobcats can dribble this out. Coach Logie fired up. This was a big-time win. Clock expires, and Montana State improves to 8-3 in the Big Sky despite the short-handed bench. And the Bobcats get it done. Every single night will be difficult, but tonight that difficulty was rewarded. Let's step aside. Montana State wins it 73-66 over Idaho to earn the season split. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
The brand is one of the most recognized in healthcare. The fact that we've been in Montana for over 80 years shows our strength. I'm Lisa Kelly, president of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana. I'm proud that we have the local presence, and yet we're also very fortunate to leverage the size of our larger organization, including innovative products and services at the larger national level, and be able to bring that to Montana for all of our members in the future.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
Debilitating joint pain can keep you from doing the things you love most. At Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, we take a holistic approach to your orthopedic surgery, combining state-of-the-art orthopedic capabilities with whole health optimization. We'll work with you to identify and address any medical issues prior to your surgery. Our optimized health approach ensures your surgery is just the beginning of a new, pain-free life. Explore more at bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
You are a Bobcat fan, and your seat matters. Section 108, right in the middle. And a perfect view of the fast break, alley-oop, and slam dunk. At Kendall Ford of Bozeman, we're a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Where you sit matters, as in the driver's seat. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great.
Visiting West Yellowstone during the winter is a rare treat. The snow-covered landscape, frozen waterfalls, and frosted trees create a surreal winterscape. You'll enjoy our renowned hospitality, authentic Montana cuisine, and unmatched recreational opportunities. We encourage our guests to recreate responsibly and plan ahead to ensure a memorable trip. Plan your experience at DestinationYellowstone.com or YellowstoneDestination.com.
The Northern Pulse Growers Association encourages industry professionals and growers of dry peas, chickpeas, lentils, and fava beans to become members in 2024. Members gain access to cutting-edge research, expert training, market insights, and connect with a Pulse-passionate community. Visit northernpulse.com to join the Northern Pulse Growers Association. Together, we're sowing the seeds of success.
Rocky Mountain Credit Union has supported Montana State Athletics for over 40 years and provides a local credit union for past, present, and future Bobcats. You can have it all with RMCU. Low rates, mobile banking, a place to start saving, or work on building your credit. Visit your local branch or online at rmcu.net to become a member today. That's rmcu.net. Go Bobcats.
Bobcat Basketball has been brought to you by Door Tech, raising the door on quality, Montana State University, Mountains and Mines, and by Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Live from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth, this is Bobcat Postgame.
Another grueling win, but the Bobcats get it done, 73-66. Over the Idaho Vandals. It's going to be tough. It's going to be scratch and claw all year. But even with Jed Miller picking up 2 fouls early in that first half, they found a way to get it done. Chris Hodges played well. We saw a lot of balance on the offensive side.
Yeah, just real balance. Pretty amazing. You have 4 guys in double figures, and another guy with 9, another guy with 8. So Bobcats found what they needed to do offensively. If you're scoring 73 points a game, you're giving yourself a chance to win because your defense is that good. And you hold Idaho to 4 of 19 from 3, 21%. We said it from the outset, they can't beat people if they don't make threes.
All right, well, women in a dogfight right now, down 2 with about 30 seconds left. So we'll update you on that in just a bit. But first, a timeout. We'll talk with Coach Logie here in just a bit. But Montana State gets the win to go to 8-3 in Big Sky play, 14-10 overall. Idaho goes to 13-10, 5-5 in conference action. All right, back with more after this. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
At Williams Homes, we're more than builders. We're family. For over 30 years, our name has meant quality, care, and homes built to last for generations. Because buying a home isn't just about today. It's about your future. Right now, we're locking in prices on move-in ready homes. No surprises, no shifting costs. Plus, for a limited time, get flex cash for closing costs, upgrades, HOA fees, or a rate buydown. Your dreams deserve a strong foundation. Williams Homes, built by our family for yours. Visit williamshomes.com.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
At Northwestern Energy, we're committed to helping all of our service areas thrive.
Because these communities are more than just spots on a map, they're our homes too.
From hosting charity events and funding local scholarships
to leading economic development projects, we'll continue to donate our time and resources
to help deliver a bright future for everyone.
For more information, visit northwesternenergy.com/inyourcommunity.
Ready to upgrade your space? Choose the local experts at Futura Cabinetry Inc. With over 50 years of experience, no job is too small. From cabinets and counters to closets and full installations, we deliver exceptional craftsmanship at the best pricing in town. Come meet your neighbors at Bozeman's best cabinet shop, Futura Cabinetry Inc. Quality, value, and experience you can trust.
Back at the brick with MSU, winning today 73-66 over Idaho. The Bobcats are now 8-3 in Big Sky play. One more win would tie MSU's best conference record, most wins rather, under Coach Logie, as they went 9-9 of those first 2 years. Also on the women's side, Addison Harris just had a reverse layup to tie the game at 61 on the road at Idaho with 24 seconds left. And Montana is down by 6 with about 90 seconds left against Eastern Washington. So, man, so much going on. This is the beauty of this time of season.
Yeah, it's February. It's scoreboard watching. It's find ways to win, even when it's not pretty, and it's the best time of year.
So again, approaching some milestones here for Coach Logie. He was 500 in his first 2 years in the Big Sky, 9-9 each of those first 2 years. One more win gets you to that 9 wins, and that would be something. I mean, he has for all the success, for an NCAA tournament, for what we had hoped this season would be. He hasn't yet had his first winning conference season yet, and they're on the cusp of that.
Yeah, they really are, and hopefully they secure that on Saturday night, or at least get that 9th win on Saturday night against Eastern, who's coming off that potentially really big win in Missoula.
All right, well, we'll keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on the women. We're going to take another break, and we'll have Coach Logie here in a second as Montana State wins it 73-66 over Idaho. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
See every play, every big win, every Cats moment with the clarity you deserve. At Vance Thompson Vision, our team specializes in LASIK and cataract surgery to help restore and improve your vision. Because when it comes to cheering for the Bobcats, you don't want to miss a thing. Vance Thompson Vision is proud to be the official LASIK and cataract provider of Montana State Bobcat Athletics. Learn more and book your consultation today at VanceThompsonVision.com.
Local is more than where you do business. It's how you serve your customers and communities. And for us, it's why we do what we do. At Stockman Bank, we offer convenient, innovative financial solutions backed by the power of quick, informed local decisions. So you receive the services you need when you need them. We don't just believe in local, we are local. We are Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking. Member FDIC.
Universal Athletic has been a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 50 years. Check out their great selection of Bobcat apparel and accessories for all your game day needs. Shop in store at their North 7th Avenue location or online at shop.msubobcats.com for everything you need to cheer on your Bobcats. Universal Athletic, a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 50 years. Go Cats! Looking for the perfect place to fuel up before the game or celebrate a Bobcat win? Come on down to Ribbon Chop House. We have locations in Bozeman, Billings, Butte, Great Falls, and Livingston, where premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs meet unmatched hospitality. Join us on Tuesday nights at 6:30 in Bozeman for great food and fanfare with the Cat Chat Coaches Show. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching with friends, do it with flavor. Ribbon Chop House, proud partner of Montana State. Go Cats!
You are a Bobcat fan, and your seat matters. Section 108, right in the middle. And a perfect view of the fast break, alley-oop, and slam dunk. At Kendall Ford of Bozeman, we're a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Where you sit matters, as in the driver's seat. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation.
Groundworks, official foundation repair company of Montana State Athletics.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Bobcats earning the victory today, 73-66 against the Idaho Vandals. Keaton Gillogly alongside Brian Priebe. And now head coach Matt Logie has joined us. And boy, Coach, congrats on another hard-fought win. Boy, it is hard every night in this league. But let's start on the defensive side. All the steals, all the blocks, all the effort on that side. What did you see from the defensive performance tonight?
Yeah, I thought we were really active. We were aggressive without fouling, but we're able to get a lot of deflections and create some turnovers, which led to 17 points on our part.
When you look at the first half, Jed gets his second foul early, about 10 minutes to go. You guys are able to weather that storm, actually extend the lead. It felt like recently the offense has struggled when he's not on the floor.
Yeah, obviously, it takes a little time to everyone get their bearings, when you have a lineup that really hasn't played together before. But it was actually a little bit of a blessing. Jed got a little bit of rest, and our guys stepped up, and we're able to continue to build a lead.
Back to the defensive side, Idaho is so good. They just make a lot of threes. They shoot a lot of threes. To hold them 4 makes on 20-some attempts is unbelievable.
One was a bank, and one we just totally broke down there at the end. Really, they're 2 for 17, 2 for 15 going into the last little stretch there. So that was obviously key for us today, and our guys did a good job executing it.
Coach, appreciate the time. Let's do it again on Saturday.
Sounds good. We'll see you there.
All right, that's head coach Matt Logie following the win today, 73-66 over Idaho. All right, before we go to break, let's pause for our network station identification. This is Montana State basketball. All right, we're going to take one more break. When we come back, we'll get our player of the game. We'll get you some highlights, and we'll tell you how the women are doing. That game is in overtime now, with Montana State leading 62-61. Here, Cats win at 73-66 against the Vandals. Back with more after this. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, pump it up, pump it up.
If you want variety, great prices, and sales, stop by your local Town Pump. Coors and Miller 18-pack cans and bottles, $18.99. Pump It Up members save an additional $2, only $16.99. Town Pump, convenient and right down the road.
Town Pump, right down the road. Pump it up, yeah.
Ready to upgrade your space? Choose the local experts at Futura Cabinetry Inc. With over 50 years of experience, no job is too small. From cabinets and counters to closets and full installations, we deliver exceptional craftsmanship at the best pricing in town. Come meet your neighbors at Bozeman's Best Cabinet Shop, Futura Cabinetry Inc. Quality, value, and experience you can trust.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee owned and serves southwest Montana with 9 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Back one final time as Montana State has won at 73-66 against Idaho tonight. Hearty win for the Bobcats. All right, we got some work to get to here. We'll also give you an up-to-date scoreboard over here on the Big Sky side while the women are in a dogfight in overtime at Idaho in a battle for first place in women's Big Sky basketball. All right, up next, let's go to our first Security Bank highlights of the game. We can take a listen to those right now. Trying to slash inside, pulls up at the free throw line. That jumper's a bit short. Hodges wins the rebound inside, kicks it back out. Almenrud, catch and shoot trigger. Yep, Seth Almenrud, a right corner three. Davis, long range three. Yep, Almenrud with a great pass from the left block. Dialed it up for Jeremiah Davis, his first field goal tonight. Handoff for King. Back to Miller. Goes right around a Hodges screen. Pulls up. Right baseline jumper is good. Crosses over, one-on-one, down to the left block, puts it up off the glass, swirls home. Pat McMahon with 10 points, his first bucket in the second half, 14-point advantage for MSU. Down to the right corner, pulls up for a jumper. That three ball is good. Judd Miller said, I'll take this, and knocks down the right corner. Wendy's three ball, MSU up by 13. Long skip pass into the right corner. Biko Johnson got blocked. Howie Keene got out there and knocked away that three-point shot. And now Pat McMahon jumps the passing lane in transition. Two-hand slam. Boy, this game still kind of feels like it's hanging in the balance here. Miller throws up to the top for Almenrud. Goes left around the McMahon screen. Down to the left block. 8 to shoot. Almenrud in the lane. Puts up the floater, and it's good. Seth Almenrud finishes it off from the middle of the paint. Pat McMahon moving it around with MSU up by 11. Almenrud into the lane, pulls up for the Big Sky logo, and it's good. Well, you're just going to give it. Handoff with 6 to shoot. Here's King to the elbow. 4 to shoot. Fall away jumper. It's good. Low percentage shot. Doesn't matter when it goes in. And MSU back to an 8-point advantage. Those were our First Security Bank highlights of the game. All right, Montana State again getting the win today, 73-66. Let's give you some of the scores from around the rest of the Big Sky, and we've got some good news for you. Montana State now at 8-3 in conference action, and Eastern Washington beats Montana. Eastern beats Montana 82-74. Montana now 7-4. Montana now 7-4 in the Big Sky. Eastern at 4-6. The Bobcats stand alone in second place, behind Portland State, which is at 9-1. Northern Colorado wins again today. They beat Weber State 88-74 on the road. Northern Arizona also wins on the road at Idaho State 79-73. All right, final couple pieces of news here to get to. We got to go to our Intermountain Health player of the game today. Brian, where do you want to go?
We're going to go Chris Hodges. I just thought his impact, his aggressiveness, 8 points, 7 boards, 3 blocks, changed a bunch of shots, impacted the game in so many different ways, and just really good to see him being aggressive and help his team get over the top.
Absolutely. So Chris Hodges, Intermountain Health player of the game. All right, time to look ahead to the Bobcats' next game. We've got a 6 o'clock matchup. We'll be on the air at 5:30 on Saturday against Eastern Washington. Our look ahead presented by Vance Thompson Vision, the official LASIK and cataract surgeon of the Montana State Bobcats. And Eastern Washington winning in Missoula with an 82-point output today. Bobcats did get a win over there earlier in the year, and that turned out to be a pretty darn impressive win because Eastern would go on and beat Montana after that. So going to be a tough matchup. Isaiah Moses is a dynamic guard for them.
Yeah, he really is the straw that stirs the drink in Cheney right now. Good player.
Yeah. All right, so that's coming up on Saturday. Well, we're going to get off quick here because the women are in overtime and still tied down the stretch with about 90 seconds left. So go flip over to Daniel Sally and go catch the finish of that one. That's a big-time game. Thank you for tuning in today. Thank you to head coach Matt Logie for his time before and after the ball game. Kelly Freeman's been our producer back in the studios. For my broadcast partner, Brian Priebe, this is Keaton Gillogly saying so long from the Brick. Pleasure to be with you tonight. We'll talk again on Saturday. Final score for a final time tonight. Montana State defeats Idaho 73-66. You've been listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Bobcat Basketball has been brought to you by Town Pump Food Stores, proud sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild Series, and by First Interstate Bank, built for you. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation of the Bobcats Sports Network.